be hearing that a lot. You'll be hearing that.
Marked the second year in a row that Edmonton Oilers fans were left heartbroken after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's stolen here, and loses scores!
After winning the Western Conference but losing Zach Hyman to injury, the team was unable to take the Florida Panthers down in a Stanley Cup rematch. But that didn't dampen the spirit of our city. Edmonton ended the season thankful to the team.
To see the number of people that were down here for every game, we home and away, it's inspiring to see that many people coming out.
2025 marked the second year in a row that Edmonton marked the second year in a row that Edmonton Oilers fans were left heartbroken after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's stolen here, and loses scores!
After winning the Western Conference but losing Zach Hyman to injury, the team was unable to take the Florida Panthers down in a Stanley Cup rematch. But that didn't dampen the spirit of our city. Edmonton ended the season thankful to the team.
To see the number of people that were down here for every game, we home and away, it's inspiring to see that many people coming out.
Forget those daily conflicts for a while. We're all pulling for the team. We're all pulling in the same direction.
Many say the mood the playoffs made shouldn't be discounted just because of how it ended or the consequences of a lost mayoral bet.
I would have to unfortunately wear Panthers jersey once again.
You at the very least just get to take the old one out of storage?
Oh, well, we put the old one into the museum yesterday, right?
So there'll be two there.
Yeah.
Looking back, while the Oilers didn't make it all the way, people we spoke to say the playoffs have brought people together.
Like coming down here has just been like being like you're part of a family. Like these guys behind me, everyone, like you high five everyone, just jumping when we score. It's just amazing every time you come down here.
Leaving Edmontonians a little closer than they were before.
Perhaps no one got closer to the Edmonton Oilers than Paul Swanson and Chase Woodski. The local pair work for the NHL, capturing the team each game.
It's a fast-paced gig. Blink and you might miss it.
There are some times where I just miss the entire thing because, they're too fast or they're too quick or Leon's passed the puck somewhere that I wasn't even expecting at all.
Swanson has captured some of the team's big milestones, like this shot, which was used as the graphic for McDavid's 1,000th point. He's caught candid moments like when Brett Kulak blew a kiss to his daughter, or this shot of Draisaitl during warm-ups that went viral.
That's been used by the NHL, by the Oilers, by Warrior Hockey.
Woodski says he surprises himself sometimes with what he captures from sitting up in the crowd.
I have the video of Draisaitl and Connor Bedard. As soon as I got it, I was like, this might be the greatest shot I've ever taken.
The two say they're lucky their office is the arena.
I'm grateful every day I get to do it. And
not only do I get to be part of all of these really cool experiences, but the fundamental thing is that it's so much fun.
Teaming up to score the perfect shot.
Fans came out of the woodwork to show their support for the team in a number of different ways. CTV News at 5 anchor Matt Woodman talked to one who turned tunes into tributes.
I kind of like to say that this is like my Oiler christening.
Adam Zuniga is a passionate, lifelong Oilers fan.
Drop me in the oil drop. From then on, it was history.
So when his favorite team found themselves down 2-0 against the LA Kings, he knew he had to act.
Everyone was kind of down in the dumps, thinking that it's over.
This song's to let you know it's going to be okay.
And I dropped the Hey Nuge because I'm like, it's going to be okay. I just felt confident. I knew this wasn't over.
Hey Nuge, don't be afraid. You were made to be an Oiler.
OilCountry was loving it.
This is our year to win Lord Stanley.
So his hockey hits started piling up.
Ain't nobody sluts like Leon. Boosh, 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 boosh. I push my from the blue.
Sometimes it just hit me in the shower, be singing a song, and I'm like, that could work with somebody's name here.
Once he has an idea, he uses his mantle as a tripod, finds the original tune online, and gets ready to rock.
When I'm watching Connor, I go out of my head.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough.
I don't sing. I hope everyone knows I don't sing. I don't think I'm a singer at all. The voice, no way. See you later. But moves, I could do. I could fight for myself on the dance floor.
Set me behind it, baby.
Booga booga, booga booga. Hey, hex, booga booga.
Bill Lane from Barhead began channeling bad luck on Oilers' opponents last year in the playoffs. Other fans seemed to appreciate his efforts.
Shot. Winding up.
Late in the second, the whole crowd got in on the cursing, taunting LA's goalie Darcy Kemper. Bill added his own brand of voodoo on the Vezina candidate to help the Oilers extend the lead.
I'm just a crazy fan, and I love the Oilers.
You might need an emotional support playoff chicken.
When Ashley Sinclair first started making these emotional support chickens, donning the blue and orange, she had no idea what kind of need there was amongst Oilers fans.
They're just there to give you something to hold on to while you're trying to make it through overtime without having a heart attack. And I tend to toss mine back and forth a lot, or just a little extra emotional support for what's been just a crazy roller coaster for fans.
Edmonton Senator Christopher Wells recently gifted her handmade chickens to a well-known Oilers fan, Prime Minister Mark Carney.
We had lots of fun with the chickens. I think you can see one photograph where he's throwing one up in the air, testing it out. Super impressed. He promised to take good care of the chickens.
Lays it back for Josh Morrissey. A tip denied by Cal Pickard off the stick of Kyle Connor. Questionable situation that drew the ire of Scott Arneal, the Winnipeg coach. Colson from Draisaitl turned down by Connor Hellebuck. Tonight is his 7th consecutive start and goal. He's denied ice by Velarde. Scheifele's pass off Colson. Scheifele attempts to get it back. In a battle now, back to the point. Morrissey swings it to Mello with a shot kicked out with a purpose along the boards. Mestikov goes down, hit by Emberson. We play on. A pitch by Logan Stanley. Perfetti, a stick save for Cal Pickard. Iafallo held in by Luke Shen. Perfetti one more time. He'll cycle out. He's checked by Riley Stillman. Emberson spots a wide open Roslovic, who was almost pickpocketed by Perfetti. Now Trent Frederick, the former Boston Bruin, broken up. Sandberg steps in. He's a Lone Ranger. They're changing are the Jets. Sandberg in back of the goal. In front. Oh, Pickard said no on Jonathan Taves.
Jumping into the play, and you saw it about 3 times in a row. Just looking back to their points right away, that relieves a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, they're getting the puck below the offensive goal line, and they're working from there. 3-game road trip in Detroit on Wednesday. Out of the corner, Pearson, a sharp shot, bodied down by Pickard. He got the rebound, too, off Lowry.
It's who they're out against. Nice shift there for the Jets.
Good penetration by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He's saddled up by Neil Pionk. Hyman off the paddle of Hellebuck with McDavid on the doorstep and an altercation.
Captain's going at it. Lowry and McDavid exchanging words coming off the ice.
Oh, you're right in the middle of it down there.
Oh, yeah.
Jones to the slot with a shot stopped and recovered by Hellebuck. Morrissey is wide open. He'll walk the line. Scheifele gives it back. One-timer, Connor stopped by Pickard. Across it goes. Bouchard cleaned it up. Connor again. Nyquist at the goal line off a stick. Velarde, Scheifele whips it across. Reset by Kyle Connor. Through the slot. Hammered on Pickard by Scheifele. Morgan Barron swoops in for a chance, flung wide. Adam Lowry spins off a hit. Pearson shot denied by Pickard twice. And Cal Pickard comes up big.
In the middle, they've created a lot in this late little stretch. And how about this play right there? These guys know each other well. Pearson can get it off. It all starts off the stick of Neil Pionk.
Winnipeg will take a breath, and here they come. Niederreiter, far side it goes. Taves with a shot, stopped by Pickard. Now swung out again, here comes McDavid. Jones in front of Hicks, goes deep. 8 minutes gone in the second period. A loose play, they score! It pinballs home! Off the fortune. Max Jones was lurking. He will get the goal, and Edmonton finally breaks the ice.
Check here by the Edmonton Oilers. You see Hellebuyck, he sets that up, but as Stanley thinks he's going to get comfortable back there, he gets challenged by Lazar. Lazar just kept his speed and surprised Stanley. Here's Stanley's got his head up. He's in a good position, but he tries to make a play, and right there is Jones.
Connor again thinking about a seam pass. Scheifele will settle the puck down. Velarde in tight. What a stop by Pickard. Connor again, waning stages of the power play. Connor with a shot, stopped again by Cal Pickard. Nyquist spins away from Nurse. Velarde, Scheifele's out in the slot. Out of the four-man scrum, the penalty is over. 4 shots. That opportunity, Bouchard right in for a chance. Stopped by Hellebuyck. Evan Bouchard out of the box.
How about this? Out of the box, just sniff it out, see what's going on. Oh, yeah, it's a tired group. They've been out there for the full 2 minutes, get body position. You see the heels click there and just ran out of space. How calm was Hellebuyck? Probably going to look for it again.
At Savoy, the second unit gets out there for Edmonton. Savoy off the pad of Hellebuyck, and a goal! Check Roslovic, right on the spot, and no mistake. It's a power play goal. 7:11 left in the second period. 2-0 Edmonton.
Strong pick of the Winnipeg Jets. Gets a puck, and he finds himself one-on-one with Hellebuyck, and this all starts off a great entry by the Oilers. This play towards the crease. You see Hellebuyck looks sent there, but Roslovic, he takes his time. He's got a lot of time here on the backside of this play. Takes his time. He's got his head up, and right there, he picks his spot. And that's a quick 2 goals for the Edmonton Oilers. That one on the power play.
A goal scorer's goal, Jody, and that thing was wobbling coming up.
And the Jets are on the march. Velarde for Scheifele. In front, what a stop by Pickard on Kyle Connor. On one of the best goal scorers in the NHL, Kyle Connor. It's Cal Pickard. Velarde attempting to kick it to his stick. Nugent Hopkins broken up by Scheifele. Barron, Pionk, shut down again by Pickard.
Barron there, just individual effort as he started in the neutral zone with this, and that rings off the post.
Barron, here's Dylan Sandberg, a shot tipped wide by Lowry. Dug out by Tanner Pearson, he'll kick it out. Barron with a shot, stopped again, and Barron goes high. Cal Pickard has been the difference all night long.
The top line of the Oilers, and they get it down below the net after that shot. You can see they recover. When you have 2 guys in front, it collapses the width of the defensive zone for the Oilers, and you're usually going to get pucks back, and that's what happens here, and that creates its extra pressure.
What a save.
Stastny, written off it, he gets support from Max Jones. Jones will attempt to break out for the Oilers, cut off by Lowry, now Barron. Out in front, steered along, and they score! On the rebound, it's Adam Lowry! In game number 800, the captain puts Winnipeg on the scoreboard.
It's Morgan Barron on the back check. Great job on Jones there with the angle. And then he just puts it in that dangerous area. And Lowry's there to clean it up. But that's the play that turns it over. And see Lowry right there. He just hustles, wins that puck, and gets that effort with that backhand. And they're on the board here in Winnipeg.
Barron's just found a new level to his game, and that's all grit and will to make sure that they don't sometimes it. Oh, here you go.
Here we go. It's right hand. Marcus right in, denied by Hellebuyck. Back to the point. Echo. The ice taken away by Morrissey. Connor. Dylan DeMello. This is Kyle Connor. Through the middle with a shot. Pulled down by Pickard. Out of the corner. Comes back.
There's Frederick in the mix of it. Connor with that patent quick release. You can see that Pickard's been...
Mark Scheifele winds it back for DeMello. Here's Morrissey dancing. Josh Morrissey wristing one. Caught again without rebound by Pickard.
Pickard.
Yeah, he's got a bullet. How about the feet of Morrissey here? A little happy feet, and he's looking to find a stick right there. And right after, he looked to the sky.
Frederick will punch it out to the line. Now into he kicks it up. Held Connor wide open.
And the Jets wouldn't go.
And alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
That star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country.
The call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers close out 2025 here at home as they host the Boston Bruins. Good evening, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and the starting lineup is brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Adam Henrique with Max Jones and Trent Frederick on defense, Darnell Nurse and Alec Regula. In goal, it's Connor Ingram. For the Bruins, Pavel Zacha in the middle with Casey Middlestat and Victor Arvidsson on the back end, Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy. In goal, it's Jeremy Swayman. The referees, Michael Markovich and Trevor Hansen, Joe Mahan and Trent Knorr. They're on the lines. We drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place, the Oilers and the Bruins, as the puck goes into the Boston zone, and Zacha goes in behind his net. Rims it on the left, off of Middlestad to the line, doesn't get out. That's kept in by Jones. He'll shoot it off a stick, doesn't get to the Bruins net, and Middlestad up the middle, got it out to center ice. Adam McAvoy in over the Oiler line on the left wing. Into the left wing corner, taken to the boards by Regula. The puck turned over, and Henrique can bring it through the middle now on the right to Jones. Into Boston territory, driving towards the net. The puck goes right to Swayman. He'll cover it 36 seconds into a scoreless first period.
Well, that was well played defensively there by Nikita Zadorov, who had a terrific year last season for Boston. Had 4 goals, 22 points. I mean, he had double-digit goals a couple of years earlier, but 145 PIMs, but he was plus 25. McAvoy, against the Oilers, 15 career games, he's minus 12, which you wouldn't think of because he's their best defenseman.
Face off in the Bruins zone. Puck along the boards goes off of McDavid. Now in behind the net. Hyman gets knocked down, and there is a glove pass. So we get the whistle, and a face-off will come outside the blue line. Fair enough. 45 seconds into the first.
So Evan Bouchard, Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, all to varying degrees in the mix for Team Canada. They don't make it. Bouchard, third highest scoring defenseman in the league over the last 3 years. More than double the points of any other defenseman in the playoffs over the last 3 years. And currently fourth in the league in scoring by a point behind Hudson. And another, wow.
Oilers offside at the Bruins line.
Had 3 whistles in 49 seconds.
They're easing themselves into the game. Oilers played Boston on December 18th. That was a 3-1 win in Boston.
And I found that game to be slow.
Yeah, it was.
It's a slow game.
All right, they drop the puck. Hampus Lindholm up the left wing for the Bruins to Husnudinov at the Edmonton line. That goes off of McDavid. McDavid across to Ekholm, up the left wing to Nugent-Hopkins, now to Bouchard. Bouchard floats a pass a little far for McDavid. It's icing against the Oilers.
Already we can see Boston's trying to neutralize Connor McDavid earlier in his shift. There was some opportunities for McDavid. Actually, it was a shorthanded breakaway that was the separation goal against Boston after Quinn Hudson. It's
right.
Put Edmonton up 2-1 in that game.
Face off to the left of Ingram. 29 saves in a 3-2 loss in Calgary on Saturday, his last game. But 2-1 in his first 3 games with the Edmonton Oilers. And the puck to the right wing point. McAvoy will shoot it in behind the Edmonton net. Rims on the left, Zadorov. A shot, and the stick save made by Ingram. Ekholm's got it in behind the Oiler net. As he waits there, Bruins back off. All the way out to the neutral zone, in fact. And Draisaitl will come up the right wing with it for the Oilers. Get to center, off the right wing boards, and Ian Swayman out of his net will stop it. Puck to the left wing side, and it's Geekie. Geekie to the corner, behind the net to Zadorov, and now to McAvoy. Off the right wing boards and out. Puck comes back to Charlie McAvoy's pressured by Mangiapane to the middle. Zadorov up to Geekie at center ice on the right to Corrali. Missed him. It goes all the way down the ice and covered up by Ingram. It'll be a face-off to his left. A minute 56 gone here in a scoreless first period.
Stan Bowman today commenting on how seamless the transition has been for Spencer Stastny into the Oilers lineup. I will tell you, I will tell you, Stan called that one.
He did. Off the draw. Puck comes out off the stick of Peak, and out at center ice is Kastelik on the left for Asimont, and goes into the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Kastelik along that left side to the left wing point to Lowry Hill. Shoot it! Save made by Ingram. From the right wing, Peak couldn't get a shot through. Stastny will go up in the air and out with it. Lowry just inside his own blue line. Off the left wing boards. It will go down the ice on net. Ingram had to stop it. Up the right wing. It's Roslovic to center through the middle. Now in over the Boston line. His pass gets picked off. And Pasternak on the right wing will flip it into the Oilers zone. It's in behind the net. Pasternak centering pass. That's blocked by Savoy. Goes to the left wing point. The shot by Lindholm. That pinball's just wide of the Edmonton net.
Nurse doesn't have a stick here. They got to get it out.
Puck along the boards. And they get it up the left wing side. And they clearing it out is Janmark. Hampus Lindholm on the left wing. Over center, he'll shoot it in. Ingram will stop it. Minton is in on the forecheck, so Ingram to Nurse. Nurse spins around and goes in behind the Edmonton goal. 3:15 gone here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Bruins. Nurse comes out on the right. Snaps a long pass. That misses, and it'll be an icing call against the Oilers. As we're 3:25 into this scoreless first period. Oilers are at home Saturday afternoon against Philadelphia.
Philly and Calgary tonight after playing Vancouver last night. So they'll play 3 games in a span of, well, I guess 5 days.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
That's not bad. That's pretty standard, really. Puck along the boards inside the Oiler end on the left wing near the top of the circle as Frederick's trying to dig it out. The former Bruin does get it, and it's off the boards and out. Now to Jones. Will come into the Bruin zone. Stops on the right wing. His pass over to the left. Kicked up to his skate and trying to get it in front of the net. Unfortunately, couldn't get it through with Stastny. The puck comes free to Lowry. He'll get it to the line. Doesn't get it out. It was off of Frederick. Frederick battles in the left wing corner. Goes to the end boards. Middlestad in there for Boston. Henrique will get it to the blue line. Stastny over to Emberson. On the right wing, a shot towards the net pad. Save made by Swayman. May have been redirected by Frederick, and it's in behind the Boston goal. Lowry will wait in behind the net for the Bruins. Slides out the middle. Banks it up on the left to Lindholm, and Bouchard's stick. That's snapped in half by Lindholm, and Elias Lindholm's going to the box. The Oilers go on the first power play. A slashing call against Lindholm.
Edmonton with the best power play in the NHL, 34.9%. The Boston penalty killing's 18th in the league at 79.6%. The Oilers over 40% in December.
Oiler Power Play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Oilers have a power play goal in 8 straight games. Face off to the right of Swayman. Swayman played Monday in Calgary. It was a 2-1 overtime loss, made 19 saves. As Draisaitl will take the draw against Kastelik. Kastelik out, Corrali comes in. Corrali wins it. Zadorov around the boards and all the way down the ice. Out from behind the net is Bouchard up the right wing. Swings it back to McDavid. Points in 13 straight for Connor McDavid. In over the line on the right to Draisaitl. To the middle. It goes to Hyman. Now on the right to McDavid. He's top of the circle. To Draisaitl out of the right wing corner. He'll saucer it in front. And that goes off a stick before it could get to McDavid. McDavid to Nugent Hopkins on the left wing to McDavid through the middle. But Corrali there for the Bruins. He'll get it out. Bouchard will come out from behind the net. 5 minutes gone here in a scoreless first. Oilers taking on the Bruins. Bouchard cross-ice pass. Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. Drop it to McDavid. Left wing in over the line to Nugent Hopkins. Now on the right to Draisaitl. Along the right wing boards, he's in the corner. Draisaitl protecting it against Hampus Lindholm. It goes in behind the net. Over to the right. Kuznetsov up the right wing. Taken out hard. And it'll be a penalty coming up to Zach Hyman. It's going to be a holding call, and it'll be 4-on-4 for the next 57 seconds. So 5 minutes, 25 seconds into the scoreless first. And the Oiler power play is over.
Boston's got some jump early here.
Yeah.
Oilers look a little flat.
I thought they maybe deserved a better fate in Calgary. Dustin Wolf was tremendous a goal in the third period.
We've seen that. Calgary's good at home, and Dustin Wolf stopping pucks, and they just re-signed Devin Cooley. Quick out-of-town update, Pizza 73. Bakersfield Connors up 4-1 after 2 at home to Coachella Valley.
Zadorov off the draw now on the left. It goes to Victor Arvidsson. Left wing, Hampus Lindholm. A shot, the save made by Ingram. Got it with the right pad. That one was partially blocked and or tipped. And Ingram had to make the adjustment. Arvidsson has it on the left wing point. Shoots it off the corner boards. It goes in behind the net. Middlestad doesn't get there in time. Roslovic on the left to Bouchard.
That's a hook. Call.
Bouchard to Podkolzin, now to Bouchard. Still 4-on-4. Through the middle to Ekholm. Gets into the Boston zone. Roslovic on the right to Podkolzin. He'll go to the net. The shot and the save made by Swayman off of Vasily Podkolzin. And the puck in the Boston end. McAvoy will get it just out. Geeky to Pasternak. Pasternak got spun around by Podkolzin to Roslovic. He'll come in to the middle of the ice looking to Regula, and he couldn't get it to him. And the puck cleared out off an Oilers stick. It won't be icing. And Ingram played it in the forbidden zone. That's going to be a penalty against Connor Ingram. And it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 54 seconds.
That's communication error there for Edmonton. Unforced error there. Well, now you got to be your best penalty killer.
Yeah. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Bruins power play's been decent. 8th in the NHL. Face off to the right of Ingram. 5-on-3 for 54 seconds. Great opportunity for the Bruins. Pasternak on the point. On the right to McAvoy. Into the right wing corner. Zacha gets it across. Pasternak to the middle of the ice. A shot saved by Ingram. Puck to the end boards as Bouchard's trying to tie it up. It's still in his skates. Now jammed loose. Geeky out of the left side. In behind the net goes off his stick to the right wing. Point to McAvoy. McAvoy to the middle. On the right, Zacha to Pasternak. Pasternak on the right to the right wing corner. Pasternak towards the Edmonton net. Goes behind it on the right. The shot, great save by Ingram. And he covers it up. Pasternak just dished it to the side of the net. That was a great opportunity. Good save made by Ingram.
Well, Henrique's at 55% here. He needs to find a way to get a face-off win.
15 seconds to go in the penalty to Zach Hyman. Henrique does win it. Puck rimmed by Stastny. It doesn't get out. It's kept in. Pasternak to the right wing corner for Zacha to Pasternak. His centering pass goes off of Stastny. He'll rim the puck, and Zacha keeps it in to the middle on the blue line. McAvoy's shot. That's wide. Now jammed in from the side of the net by Pasternak. And it's 1-0 for the Bruins. He banked it off of Ingram. He was behind the goal line. And it's a power play goal. It's 1-0 for the Bruins.
How many games in a row has the team that scored first won the game?
Every game since November 20th, so that's 17 straight. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, the Oilers got some work to do here, down 1-0 early. And unfortunately, a communication error. And part of it stemmed from the fact that they didn't realize that Boston was about to go on the power play and got caught up the ice a bit. And Pasternak's got a 16th goal of the season.
Well, just time to end that streak as far as the Oilers are concerned. So power play goal for the Bruins. Penalty to Hyman was over, so now we're back to even strength. Boston 1 for 2 of the man advantage. Kaslik from the right side, a shot, stick saved by Ingram, and he steered it out of play.
This is a third straight game. Edmonton's been outshot 7-1 in the first period.
We're going to take a break. 1-0 Bruins, 7 minutes, 37 seconds gone here in the first period. From Rogers Place and Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on January 6th at Shenanigans. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the Ultimate Oilers Watch Party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com. As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca. Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca. All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0 Bruins lead the Edmonton Oilers. 7:37 gone here in the first period, and defeating OilCountry 50-50, presented by Rogers. It's now live. In addition, tonight's 2 jackpot draws. You can win a signed game-worn Leon Draisaitl gloves and a Samsung S25 from Rogers. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Pasternak from Lindholm and McAvoy at 7:28 on the power play has given the Bruins the 1-0 lead. It's at center ice, and Eyssimont will shoot it in. Ingram out of his net, left corner to Nurse, bumps it across to Regula, up the right wing for Mangiapane to the middle of the ice to Nurse. They'll come up to the Bruin line on the right wing. Go into the right wing corner. It's in behind the Boston net. McAvoy gave it away. Draisaitl, a shot saved. The rebound comes out. Mangiapane, a chance. The stop by Swayman. Jammed in front of the net by Podkolzin. Corrali up the right wing. Won't get it out. Mangiapane to the right wing for Draisaitl. Top of the circle. Now to Podkolzin. To the right wing point. Regula's shot off his stick. Goes into the middle of the ice and is lifted up and out by Eyssimont. It's at the Edmonton blue line. Kastelik to the left wing corner to Middlestad. Centering pass, and the shot ripped wide by Zaka. Puck to the right wing point. Aspero on the left, and that left wing shot by Arvidsson doesn't get through to the net, and the puck cleared out. Aspero goes back off the left wing boards, got it to center ice. Nugent Hopkins is there for the Oilers. As we're 9 minutes into the first, 1-0 Bruins lead. For Ekholm in his own end. Ekholm up the right wing to Hyman. He'll go towards the net. His pass to the middle, and Nugent Hopkins tied up, couldn't get his stick on it. Puck in the right corner. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point for Bouchard. Pass across the line off of Middlestat. It comes out. Ekholm to McDavid on the right to Nugent Hopkins into the Bruins zone. Chopped off his stick. Bouchard keeps it in. Goes to the middle to the left wing point now. Back to the middle to the right. Nugent Hopkins. His shot saved by Swayman. And the rebound goes in behind the Bruin net. Rimmed on the left. Middlestat get it all the way across on the right. Now to center ice. On the left to Middlestat. Into the Oilers zone. A shot saved by Ingram. Steered it into the corner. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Stastny on the left wing. For Janmark to the middle to Roslovic at center to Janmark into the Boston zone to Roslovic. He's left wing corner. Up the left wing boards to the right wing point for Emberson. Down that right side, chopped into the corner by Savoy. Goes in behind the Boston net. Lohrei on the right to Minton. Minton across, and Peak will step to center. Now to Minton. Into the Oiler end. Minton up the right wing boards to the slot to Pasternak. Now on the left wing to Lohrei. Lohrei to the blue line. Shot by Peak in front to Minton. Great save made by Ingram. And the puck comes free, and it's Savoy to Janmark to Savoy, and he'll get to center ice. The left wing to Janmark. He'll dump it in. 9:20 to go in the first. 1-0 Bruins lead. Puck along the boards inside Boston territory. Kusnadin off to Peak, around the right wing to the line, kept in by Nurse. Will shoot it towards the net, and that hit a body, goes up into the air. It's in the slot, poked towards the goal, just wide by Henrique. Henrique on the left wing, top of the circle to the line, and it will come out. Nurse on the right, banks it to Frederick, into the Bruins zone, right wing point. Regula's shot saved by Swayman, and it goes out of play. That was redirected right in front of the net by Max Jones. We're going to take a break. 8:50 to go here in the first. 1-0 Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new Volcano Pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in OilCountry, made in OilCountry, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Epcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. David Pasternak on the power play at 7:28 has been the only goal so far. Boston up 1-0 with 8:50 to go here in the first.
Goalie's been sharp, slamming, so has Connor Ingram. Boston scoring right at the conclusion of a 5-on-3.
Puck to the line. The shot by Bouchard just goes wide. Ekholm takes a shot from the left wing. It misses. Bouchard will keep it in on the right wing point.
Bruins are flying a man as soon as they get the puck to create an odd man break.
Lindholm to the Edmonton blue line. Long shot wide. Comes off the end boards. Up near the line. And it's Podkolzin. Through the middle to Mangiapane. Off the
He's
right
got to
side
make that
in.
play. Put it right on his tape. And instead, Mangiapane didn't pick it up clean.
Ekholm misses. Draisaitl with it. It'll be icing against the Oilers.
Mangiapane really fighting it right now. I mean, there was a chance there for a 3-on-2 up the ice, but Coles and the Oilers had an activating Bouchard, and he couldn't pick it up. But Colson leading the Oilers with hits. 10th in the league, 123 this year.
That's not a surprise. He tends to take the body.
Yeah, he does.
Face off to the right of Ingram. And Podkolzin played it behind the net. It comes in front, but Draisaitl through the middle. He'll get it out through center on the right wing to Podkolzin into the Bruins right wing corner up against the boards with Hampus Lindholm. Puck goes to Zacha, and he'll come out through the middle of the ice. Zacha on the left to Middlestad. Cross ice to Arvidsson. He's right wing corner, the former Oiler. Hacks it around to the left wing point. Lindholm a shot, blockered away by Ingram. Draisaitl in the left wing corner. Gets away from Middlestad through the middle of the ice. Mangiapane on the right to Hyman into the Boston zone. Hyman stops on the right through the middle, and Stastny had his stick lifted. Puck on the right wing. McDavid to the right wing point to Nurse into the corner to Hyman in front of the net off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Swayman kept it out. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard a snapshot misses. Lowry goes in behind his net for the Bruins. Up the right wing to Zacha, and he will clear it. Nurse inside his own zone for Edmonton. Starts through the middle of the ice. Out of Bouchard, it goes off his stick into the Bruins' end on the offside. Edmonton will have to tag up. Lowry comes out from behind his net. Left wing to Minton. Into the Oilers zone. Pass off the skate of Bouchard. Kept in on the blue line by Peak. It's in behind the goal. Comes out to Minton. Won't get a shot. Good defensive play by McDavid. Puck on the left wing point. Zadorov. On the left side to Pasternak. Pasternak across the line to Zadorov. Down the right wing, a shot, and I think Ingram got a piece of it. And the puck on the left side, peeking behind the net to Asimont. Now on the right for Pasternak to the blue line. It's Peak to Pasternak in front of the net off the stick of Minton. It doesn't get through. Bouchard on the right wing. Bouchard through the middle, off of Savoy, and they'll say that's icing. With 6:11 to go in the first, and the Bruins up 1-0. Boston with some sustained pressure. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left.
It's an important draw here for Connor. Edmonton's been outplayed here in the first period. Boston's been sharp at their game. Oilers stole one in Winnipeg with Pickard.
41 save performance for Pickard as the puck flipped out to center and now to McDavid. He's got a breakaway. He's in the backhand. Save by Swayman, and he covers it up as McDavid, like he was shot out of a cannon through the neutral zone, gets the breakaway.
Well, he loves to deke around the goaltender using that speed, and Swayman fought it off. But Connor's better going on the deke from the right to the left. You found? He's pretty good either way.
Yes.
It's a good stop.
Good stop. Face off to the left of Swayman. 2-3-1 against the Oilers in his career.
We've already got a change here. Majapani off the line already. Roslovic out here with Draisaitl.
Todd Colson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought this might happen.
Well, with 6 minutes left in the first, it has. Draisaitl tied up by Geekie, and the puck on the left. It went to the blue line. Roslovic kept it in. McAvoy couldn't get it out. Roslovic, it's knocked down by McAvoy. Puck goes in behind the net. Penalty coming up to the Bruins when they touch it. Todd Colson to the left wing point to Stastny. To the left wing corner to Draisaitl. Delayed penalty coming to the Bruins. Left wing corner now to McDavid. To the blue line. Draisaitl is pass off of Elias Lindholm. It came out, but no whistle. And the Oilers still with possession. Right wing to Roslovic into the Bruins zone. Off the right wing boards to Todd Colson. To McDavid, top of the circle. Pass in front of the net, and it is touched by the Bruins. And with 5:21 to go here in the first, Boston up 1-0, but the Oilers on the power play when we come back as McAvoy goes to the box for holding. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
McAvoy to the box for holding. Oilers on their second power play. They're 0-for-1 with a man advantage. It's presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Leon lost the opening draw, and Edmonton never really got settled in the Boston zone offensively at the puck, and then Hyman negated the power play. That time Leon won the draw right over Bouchard's stick.
Right over Bouchard's stick. Just hopped at the last second, and the puck out to the center ice. Bouchard across, and now McDavid can bring the puck in on the right. For Draisaitl on the right wing boards. To the right wing point, Bouchard across the line to McDavid. And Kastelik stole it and shoots it all the way down.
So they are trying to take time and space away from Edmonton up high. If the Oilers can get the puck down low, they can create low 2-on-1s.
1-0 Boston leads, 4:48 to go here in the first. Draisaitl got the puck into the zone to Bouchard, now on the right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the right side, the corner McDavid up across the top of the circle to Bouchard on the left, across ice looking for Draisaitl. Hit a stick, goes to the right corner. Draisaitl to the right wing point. McDavid kept it in, but his pass off of Minton and it comes out.
Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck.
Bouchard, center ice to Leon Draisaitl. Now to McDavid, gets by Lindholm. He'll go to the net. The shot saved by Swayman. The rebound was behind him, and it comes to the line. Bouchard rips it, and it's deflected wide. Puck on the right wing point. Draisaitl, right wing corner to McDavid to Draisaitl. The shot saved by Swayman. Lindholm will rim it. It won't get out. Bouchard keeps it in on the right point. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Right wing to Draisaitl to McDavid in the corner. To Draisaitl on the right side at the hash marks. Now to McDavid. McDavid will step out. Pass to the blue line. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl right wing to McDavid. Gets it to the net. Jammed it off the side of the goal and cleared out by Aspero. 3.5 to go here in the first. 1-0 Bruins lead. Penalty over in 8 seconds. Savoy to center ice. Into the Bruins zone on the right to Ekholm. To the right wing corner. Around the boards to the left wing point. Penalty done. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. It's in behind the net. Henrique to the left wing. To the left wing point to Nurse. But that went off his stick. And getting it out is Kastelik. And he'll come down the right wing. Into the Oiler end. The shot from the angle. And the save made by Ingram. At center ice, it's Savoy off the boards and in. Pasternak. Cross ice to Peak. That's broken up at center. Emberson has it go off his skate. He'll get it to the Bruin line. Pasternak will get it out. He'll shoot it into the Oilers zone, but that is going to be icing. With 2:39 to go here in the first. 1-0 the Bruins lead. Pasternak from Lindholm and McAvoy at 7:28. Faceoff will be back in Boston territory. As Frederick gets out there with Podkolzin and Janmark. Emberson and Stastny on the blue line. Face off to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Minton to take the draw, and the puck goes to the left wing point. Stastny to Podkolzin. Keeping it in on the left wing to Spencer Stastny. He'll bring it up to the blue line. Skate across the top of the circles. Go to the right wing, being pestered by Pasternak. Still has it on the right wing. To the right wing point for Emberson. Down the boards to Podkolzin. Wanted to return it to Emberson, and Steve's broken up, but he won't get it out. It's on the right wing. Pass for Frederick. Misses him from the right side by Janmark, and it comes out. Through the middle. Podkolzin, right wing to Frederick into the Boston zone. To the right wing corner. Trent Frederick on the end boards. Taken to the boards by McAvoy. Loose puck to Steves. To the middle now to Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm over the Edmonton line for Arvidsson. Arvidsson up at the blue line. On the left to Middlestad. He'll walk in. He scores. Casey Middlestad. Down the left side, went short side on Ingram and makes it 2-0 for Boston. 18-13 will be the time of the goal as Middlestad gets his 9th of the season. Arvidsson just delayed over the blue line, and Middlestad with a little room down the left wing and goes stick side on Ingram. And it's 2-0 for the Bruins. McDavid wins the draw at center. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle. It skips off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Aspero on his own end to Hampus Lindholm. Got it out through the middle of the ice. McDavid forced back by Middlestad. Now to Ekholm. Has it in his own end. Ekholm up the left wing to McDavid, to Nugent-Hopkins, to McDavid, down the left side, across to Hyman. He just put it wide. And that goes up and out of play. Good looking play. Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid to Hyman, who is driving down the right wing. His redirection goes wide of the net and over the glass. Face off to the left is Swayman. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman stay out there with Nurse and Bouchard. Shots are 12-8 for the Bruins. They're up 2-0. Pasternak and Middlestead, the goal scorers. And the puck on the right wing, it's McDavid to the left wing, point to Nurse. Now to Bouchard. Bouchard will shoot it towards it and saved by Swayman. The rebound, he got that too and covers it up as Hyman with the opportunity with the loose puck after Swayman made the initial save. Arvidsson and Hampus Lindholm with the assists on the Middlestead goal. 1:07 to go here in the first. Face off to the left to Swayman, who has been sharp in this first period. McDavid has had a couple of rushes to the net, one clear-cut breakaway. Swayman's been able to keep it out. Mitten to take the draw against Draisaitl. Puck goes in front of the net. The shot save made by Swayman off of McDavid. As it was Hyman to get it in front of the net. The puck to center and McAvoy will shoot it in. We're in the last minute here of the first period. Nurse in the left wing corner, up the right wing to Bouchard, now to center. Draisaitl over the line to Hyman, to McDavid. Stops on the right wing, top of the circle. He'll go to the net. He'll make a play. The pass. Scores! Zach Hyman at the side of the net. And the Oilers get on the board. They cut the Bruins lead to 2-1. What a play by Connor McDavid. And he's got points in 14 straight games. Just a great move in the slot, dishes it to Hyman. And Hyman with his 12th of the year, he's got points in 6 straight games. Oilers get a late goal here in the first period. At 19:19 of the first. Tremendous setup by Connor McDavid. At his own blue line is Lowry. Lowry hit a skate. Puck goes to Draisaitl. He's into the Bruins zone. Draisaitl, the shot. Oh, the rebound just went past Mangiapane. And the puck cleared out. Kusnedinov into the Oilers zone. 20 seconds to go in the period. 2-1 Bruins lead. Draisaitl on the right wing up near the Oiler line. It comes out. Kusnedinov to Mitten, and he'll dump it in. Puck at the side of the Edmonton goal from the angle. Pasternak the shot and the save by Ingram. 6 seconds to go in the period. Roslovic to center ice. Roslovic will shoot it in. Peak will shoot it out. And the period will come to a close. As the Edmonton Oilers get one to cut the Bruin lead in half, as we have some jostling after the whistle between Lowry of the Bruins and Mangiapane of the Oilers. But the linesmen get in there. It looks like they'll break that up. But the Oilers get another chance right after that. Swayman had to be sharp. So the Oilers push hard late in the period. Get to within one and had an opportunity to tie it. David Pasternak, Casey Middlestead, they score for Boston. Zach Hyman with his 12th of the year from McDavid and Draisaitl at 19-19. McDavid's got points in 14 straight games. Zach Hyman has points in 6 straight games. So that's where we are after 20 minutes as the Bruins here in Edmonton, the last game of 2025. 2-1, Bruins lead the Oilers after 20 minutes. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they are standing by. They've got the intermission for you when we come back from Rogers Place.
It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Here's what's new at 880ched.com.
880 Ched and Jubilation's Dinner Theater want to celebrate you. As a thank you to our amazing listeners, Eileen Bell will be hosting a Listener Appreciation Night at Jubilation's Dinner Theater's production of Canadian Top Gun, the 80s Take Flight on January 14th. Head to 880ched.com for your chance to be a part of Listener Appreciation Night.
Get your name on our insider list today and keep up to date on pre-sales, contests, and more. Visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Draisaitl over the line to Hyman to McDavid. Stops on the right wing, top of the circle. He'll go to the net. He'll make a play. The pass. Scores! Zach Hyman at the side of the net. And the Oilers get on the board. They cut the Bruins lead to 2-1.
That's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winners Zone. Edmonton on their way there, but some work to do in the final 40 minutes of this game, trailing 2-1 after 20 minutes of play in the final game of 2025. The calendar year, anyway. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, high above ice level at Rogers Place. Rob, a period that I thought Boston really did well in dictating. We're out shooting them, 7 or 8-1 at some point, and Edmonton was pretty fortunate to end up with a goal there to claw back into it.
Yeah, I don't think either team's coaching staff will love the defensive play by both teams. 26 shots in the first period. Just the 3 goals could have been a lot more. Jeremy Swayman, excellent in his end. He stopped Connor McDavid 3 times point blank for the Bruins. And the second goal, the Middlestat goal, he came from his own zone all the way down. And when he got the puck inside the Oilers zone from Arvidsson, he had all the time in the world to skate and pick his corner. There was nobody on him from the back check. The Oilers defenseman had backed all the way down to the goal line. So not a great defensive period. I would say a fantastic period by Swayman, just on the saves he made on Connor McDavid, and wasted opportunities for the Oilers on their power plays. They had a couple power plays in that period, and unfortunately weren't able to capitalize on either.
Yeah, disappointing in that result. Or in the result for sure. The process to me looked like it was a little bit bogged down. I mean, they had some opportunities, but I guess it's tough to, on a night in and night out basis, whip it around like we've seen them do. So, I'll temper my expectations in that regard. But it's genuinely, they've been going so well that it's surprising when they're sitting at 0 for 2 through a first period of work. To talk about that goal just for half a second, the game opening goal. Nothing Connor Ingram could do there. He had a guy bearing down on him, and I kind of felt bad that he sort of rushed his decision making and ended up taking that penalty.
Yeah, it's one. I'm guessing. I haven't watched an AHL game. I'm guessing they have the trapezoid down in the minors as well. So. And I just think that the puck took its time getting to him. I think he felt the pressure. I believe it was Pasternak that was coming down. And sometimes as a goalie, you get a little anxious, and then you just hope that you put your body between the puck and the eyes of the referee and hope he doesn't notice it. That one was it was pretty obvious. It was quite a ways outside the trapezoid. That was an easy one. All of a sudden an extended 5-on-3, and I know that the goal came after the 5-on-3 had ended, but the Oilers player had not gotten back into the play. So when Pasternak scored, it was still a 5-on-3.
Yeah.
And then the other goal, just the Oilers gave too much time and space. To first Arvidsson, it's a 1-on-4, and he skates all the way in the end zone. He's waiting. He was by himself, and he just waited and waited and waited, and finally Middlestat gets up there, and then he gets the puck and skates towards the net. The Oilers, though, they did create power plays by forcing turnovers. The power play that they got at the end, McAvoy turns the puck over, and then Roslovic just out-battles him on the board. McAvoy takes the penalty. So the Oilers had their chances. The last 5 minutes were by far their best 5 minutes. But I don't think the Oilers can leak any more grade A's in this game. The way that Jeremy Swayman has been in net tonight, you don't want to have to be chasing a game and finding yourself behind 2 or 3 in this hockey game. Swayman, who will be one of Team USA's goaltenders, is playing like an Olympic goaltender so far through 20.
Yeah, I would agree with that steadfastly. He's been great, and they're playing their horses a lot. They've got 8 minutes plus for Nikita Zadorov out there. I guess I say that. Bouchard's played 9:43 in this game. He's almost played half the game already. But that's how it goes. And you get some special teams action out there, and Bouchard eats big minutes for this team. So we talked about Ingram. We talked a little bit about the power play effort. Overall, the importance of that goal late, Rob, you probably can't underscore it enough for them to get a goal to cut this lead in half. As you say, chasing a two-goal lead is probably a bit more insurmountable a task.
Well, I think that just mentally, Swayman had stopped McDavid 3 times. McDavid had 2 breakaways, one from the blue line in, one from about the top of the circles in, and then he had one point blank from a puck from behind the net. And Swayman turned all 3 of those aside. So if the Oilers fall behind 2-0 after 1, they're shaking their heads, and the confidence would swell on the Boston Bruin bench, who has struggled as a team as of late. So that goal gave them some life, and then right after that, they had a couple other really good looks. So the Oilers have found ways to create chances. They ended up with 15 shots here in the first 20 minutes. If they end up with 45 shots on the night, I like the Oilers' chances. So they got to keep going offensively. But the one thing you got to be better at is you don't want to take penalties. And the Oilers took a few in that period. And you certainly do not want to give the Bruins time and space. The Boston Bruins, they are a hard-working team, and they got some guys with skill. But this isn't the Colorado Avalanche. When you look at the lineup, you got a superstar in Pasternak, but after that, it's just a bunch of meat and potato guys. And the Edmonton Oilers, I think, at times gave them too much respect and too much time and space with the puck. And then when any player in the National Hockey League with time and space is going to make a really good play.
Just looking at the scoring summary here, David Pasternak with his 16th of the year on the power play. It opened the scoring at 7:28 of the first period. Elias Lindholm and Charlie McAvoy with the assists there. Then Casey Middlestat made it 2-0 with his 9th of the year. Victor Arvidsson, the former Oiler, striking his old team, and Hampus Lindholm getting the assist on that one before, as we mentioned, in the dying seconds of that first period. Zach Hyman's 12th of the season comes to extend his point streak to 6 games, extends McDavid's point streak to 14 games. He just keeps on ticking, and he could have had more. It looks like it could be one of those nights again. He's just in one of those modes, frankly. So we'll see what left he has in store.
He's in one of those modes, Brendan, where you got the cheat code in a video game.
Totally.
It's like he's pushed it before the game. Well, actually, Chris Knobloch's was cheat code. Like the goal that he just scored, it was 1-on-4. And at one point, after Connor McDavid was by himself in front of the goalie, there was 4 Bruin players and the goalie, and McDavid went. Now McDavid was actually 1-on-1 with the goalie when he passed the puck out to Hyman.
Yep.
So the continued dominance of Connor McDavid is on display again tonight, as he has 1 assist and could easily have had a hat trick in that first 20 minutes.
It looked like they had Roslovic back alongside Draisaitl. Did you see that too?
They did. I took it was 14-minute mark of the period, 6 minutes to go in the period. Roslovic was back on the first line. Now I know that Mangiapane at the end of the period was out there with Leon, but that was I was kind of leaning forward to see if he could see me. I was smiling. I'm like, okay, 14 minutes. That's how long it took. We will see in the second period, and as the game moves on, what the line combinations look like. I personally like Roslovic playing with Leon. I just think Roslovic's a pure goal scorer. And when you have a passer like Leon, we saw what kind of magic they had before Roslovic had gotten hurt.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out for the rest of the game. That's our Rob Brown. More from Brownie in the second intermission. It's 2-1 after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. We'll come back with the out-of-town scoreboard, let you know what's going on around a busy night, a New Year's Eve in the National Hockey League. We're also at the official halfway point of the Oilers season, so perhaps a reset of things when we come back to the intermission here on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
At Brandt, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brandt dealer to book your demo today.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway and Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. 44-year-old Prashant Srikumar was laid to rest today after his family said he ended up dying in the emergency department of the Grey Nuns Hospital 8 hours after arriving with chest pain but never receiving treatment, leaving his wife, Naharika, heartbroken as she spoke at his funeral.
Today, there's just not only one cremation. There are two. With Prashant, I take vow to cremate my soul.
The province has ordered a review of the tragic incident by both the hospital and Acute Care Alberta. And Alberta Environment Minister Rebecca Schultz has suddenly announced that she has offered her resignation from Cabinet effective Friday and will step down as the United Conservative Legislature member for Calgary Shaw by May. Schultz, who has been facing a recall petition, did not offer a specific reason for leaving except to say, quote, timing is everything, and that it was time to pursue new opportunities. In a statement, Premier Danielle Smith thanked Schultz for her work, saying Grant Hunter will now be sworn in as the next Environment Minister. News on demand at 880ched.com.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for OilCountry and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's a 10-game menu on this New Year's Eve tonight. A bunch of them earlier today. So the finals are as follows. We've got the Capitals beating the Rangers 6-3. The Predators beat Vegas 4-2. So if Edmonton, Edmonton is going to wake up in first place in the Pacific tomorrow. That's awesome. The Ducks fell to the Lightning 4-3. That's part of the reason why. That was an overtime. Sharks 4, Wild 3 in a shootout. Red Wings 2-1 over the Winnipeg Jets. Devils beat the Blue Jackets 3-2, and the Sabres bested the Stars 4-1 to win their 10th in a row. Yeah, Buffalo, that team, 10 wins in a row. Can you believe it? It was 4-0 about 5 minutes into the Avalanche Blues game. It's now 5-0 right now for Colorado. And the Flames on a Michael Backlund goal, his 10th of the year, are up 1-0 on the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll let you know about the Bakersfield Condors' final result in the second intermission tonight. Otherwise, that is the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. It's 2-1 right now for the Boston Bruins. Can Edmonton mount a comeback in the final 40 minutes? We'll find out together here on this New Year's Eve. Back to Cam and Bob for play-by-play action. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-1. Bruins lead the Oilers, getting ready for the second period of play. Tonight's Feeding OilCountry 50-50, presented by Rogers, in support of Second Harvest, a food rescue organization that recovers surplus perishable food from businesses and redistributes it for not-for-profits. Get your tickets now to support this great cause and have a chance for winning 2 jackpots tonight. Pasternak and Middlestad scoring for the Bruins in the first. Hyman for Edmonton. We're underway in the second. Here's Henrique over the line to the middle. His shot partially blocked, and it goes into the left wing corner. Rimmed up the right wing. Arvidsson won't get it out. Jones had it come out, and he threw it back in, and the Oilers have to tag up. Arvidsson checked in the neutral zone. Puck goes to Nurse inside his own end. And Nurse across on the right to Alec Regula. His pass knocked down by Middlestad. Comes back to Regula. He'll shoot it in. Swayman will stop it behind the net. Swayman rims it on the right wing. Arvidsson on the right side. To McAvoy. Now across to Zadorov. He'll get to center and snap it into the Edmonton zone. Ekholm to Bouchard to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm gets up to center. Ekholm at the center ice line, shoots it in. Rims on the right. And there's a penalty coming up. And it's going to be against the Boston Bruins. And the Edmonton Oilers will be a high-sticking call. And the Oilers, a minute into this second period, will get their third power play of the game.
Minor penalty.
All right. Fraser Minton goes to the box for the high stick. Oilers go on the power play. It's presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Couple of power plays in the first period. Oilers still cash in. They'll get a chance here in the second. They're down by one. We're a minute into this second period. Face off to Swayman's right. Draisaitl will get into the face-off circle with Mark Kastelik. Puck goes into the skates of Nugent Hopkins. Will get it to the blue line to Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins on the left. Cross ice to McDavid into the corner. Draisaitl return pass to the middle, and it's Nugent Hopkins to the blue line to Bouchard on the left to McDavid in front of the net. Hyman the chance, the save by Swayman. Puck to the right wing point. Bouchard to the middle. Now on the right to Draisaitl. Off the right side, a shot blocked by Zadorov. It'll come back into the corner. Nugent Hopkins up the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to Bouchard on the blue line in the middle. Right wing point to Draisaitl. Across the line to the left. Down the left wing towards the net. His pass, that's blocked. Puck goes over to the boards, and Kastelik will sweep it down the ice. Ingram can set it in behind the net to Bouchard with 1:05 to go here in this man advantage. We're almost 2 minutes into the second. 2-1. Bruins lead the Oilers as McDavid to the Bruin line and in on the left to Nugent Hopkins. To the left wing point for Bouchard. Left side to Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins. Left wing to McDavid. He'll go to the net. Saved by Swayman. Puck behind the goal and wrapped around the boards and down the ice by Elias Lindholm. Ingram will leave it in behind the goal to Bouchard. With 35 seconds left to go in the penalty to Minton. It's off for the high stick. Bouchard weaves his way to center. Now on the left to Roslovic. Into the Bruins end. A shot saved by Swayman. He'll cover it up as it dropped to the ice after it hit him in the right shoulder on that shot by Jack Roslovic.
Yeah, but a little bit too late in the power play there. Not getting the puck to the net early. It's part of the reason why they're 0 for 3 in this game. Passing up shot opportunities earlier. You don't have to pass it in.
Face off to the right of Swayman. Henrique wins the draw. Nurse to the top of the circle, but McAvoy was there. He'll shoot it down the ice.
And right now, Cam, the difference in this game is the power play.
To center is Henrique. Left wing. Give it to Roslovic. Got it down the left side to the corner. Goes to Savoy. He's in behind the net. Penalty just about done. Now it is to the right wing point. It comes over to Roslovic. His shot, and he put it over the net. It's around the boards and out. Edmonton 0 for 3 on the power play. Nurse in his own zone on the right wing. Into the right wing corner. And Kusnadinov got it free, and he played it to the middle, and there was Savoy for Edmonton. He'll get it out on the right to Nurse, but it went off his skate. Pasternak in center ice. Into the Oilers zone on the left wing. He'll stop top of the circle. Floats it across. Aspro came in. The shot saved by Ingram, and he'll cover it up. As Aspro followed up the play, got the pass, and put it on goal. Saved by Ingram, and able to hold on to it. 3 minutes, 32 seconds gone here in the second period. 2-1, the Bruins lead.
Well, if you're going to call for the puck and the guy passes you the puck, you got to make a play with the puck. And unfortunately for Edmonton, Nurse didn't, and that started a quick transition the other way. And Connor Ingram, who's been pretty good, all things considered. I know he's given up 2 goals in this game.
He's had to make some saves.
He's had to make some saves.
He has. Face-off will be to his left. Oil Kings at home tomorrow, 2 o'clock against Red Deer. Sunday, they host Seattle at 4 o'clock. So a couple of games at Rogers Place. Friday and Sunday for the Oil Kings. The Oilers, Saturday afternoon against Philadelphia. Elias Lindholm had it in his skates off the draw. Goes to Geekie. His shot hit the shoulder of Ingram. Stastny up the right wing boards. Got it out to Frederick. Frederick on the right wing. Up to the Boston line. Unable to get it into the zone, though. And Geekie into the Oiler end on the right wing. Geekie will shoot it. Blocked by Emberson. And Podkolzin on the left wing. Able to clear it. Peak in his own end. Across the lower eye, up the left wing for Geekie. Now to Peak. Peak on the right, over to lower eye. Up the left wing, that missed Geeky. Should be icing, it is. 4:13 gone here in the second period.
Quick update from the farm. Bakersfield, a 7-3 victory over Coachella Valley. In that game, Quinn Hudson with a pair of goals, Sam Poulin a pair of goals, Isaac Howard a goal and 2 assists. James Hamlin went +5 in that hockey game and added 2 goals and an assist. They can score, that team. Got a bunch of D out.
Bouchard on the right point, right wing to McDavid, now to Draisaitl, across to Bouchard, left wing, top of the circle, drops it to McDavid, to the left wing corner. They'll go in behind the net on the right, put it off the post, and that one kicks out to center.
Oilers had him isolated against David Pastrnak, and it was a bad matchup for Pasta there.
Draisaitl cross-ice pass, off a stick, goes into the Edmonton bench.
Looks like the Oilers are going to load these guys up here. Bruins have won a lot of draws in this game, about 57% through the first 25 minutes. Bruins 7th in the league in faceoffs. Edmonton is in the top 5, but has been dropping off a bit here. Connor McDavid's 34 points in December, most in a calendar month in the last 30 years. Mario Lemieux also at 34 back in 95. Not bad.
That's a great month, isn't it?
And that was also 95, 96, right?
This game's not over yet.
Yeah.
Ekholm in the left wing corner. As McDavid has an assist in this, and points in 14 straight. The puck in the left wing corner of the Bruins zone. Goes to the middle. Hampus Lindholm, a pass through the middle, and he'll send Zacha across to Arvidsson. He rolls it wide, but a penalty coming up to the Oilers once they touch it. They have, and the whistle goes. This could be a slashing call. And the Bruins go on the power play for the 3rd time in this game.
Well, this is a huge kill here for the Oilers.
Bouchard to the box.
Yeah, it's a penalty all day. Might have saved the goal.
Yeah, might have saved the goal. Arvidsson got sprung in, and Bouchard got his stick in there.
Unselfish play by Zacha. And upon further review, that was a bit of a love tap.
You're right. In real time, that looked worse than it really was.
And Victor Arvidsson knows how to draw calls. He just didn't draw them for Edmonton.
Puck goes to Emerson. Couldn't get it out. That's kept in. Zacha down the left wing. To the left wing corner. Pasternak's pass across to Geeky. It's broken up. And Savoy will come out through center. Into the Boston zone on the left. He'll drop it to Henrique. The shot. And the save made by Swayman. McAvoy with the puck in his own zone. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Center, Zacha to Pastrnak into the Oiler end. To the left wing point for McAvoy. To Pastrnak on the left side. To the blue line, McAvoy on the right to Geeky. Geeky cross-ice pass, Zacha in front of the net, the shot. The rebound, oh! Ingram came across and just kept it out as Geeky with a chance on the right. Zacha, right corner, out to Lindholm, went through his skates, comes over, Pastrnak blasts it wide off the glass. Geeky will keep it in to the blue line. McAvoy's pass, that gets picked off and chopped out by Stastny.
Stastny's got a quick stick. Real good play by him.
53 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2-1, Bruins lead the Oilers. We are 6:15 into the second period. Puck comes into the Oilers zone. Regula and Steves into the corner. Minton in behind the net to Middlestat. Back to the point. Hampus Lindholm played it to the left wing corner, and Regula's going to get it out and down the ice.
He just missed McDavid on a breakaway.
Otherwise, McDavid was gone. Hampus Lindholm up to center.
But he made the right play. He got it the length of the ice.
Out of Minton. Into the Oiler end on the right. Ekholm got it free, and Savoy will get it out and down the ice. Swayman gave it to Hampus Lindholm. He's through the middle. 10 seconds to go on the power play to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to the Edmonton line. On the left to Minton to the left wing point. Hampus Lindholm, a shot, scores. Lindholm let it go from the left. Arvidsson was right at the side of the net and may have redirected it.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Just judging by Victor's reaction.
And it's a 3-1 Bruins lead.
I think it was right at the end of the power play.
Lindholm from the left wing.
Nope.
Might have went straight in.
I think it went straight in.
Arvidsson took a swipe at it, but I don't know that he touched it. 7:05, time of the goal. So that would be a second after the Bouchard penalty expired. The penalty was at 5:04. So that'll be an even strength goal.
But that's 2 goals basically from power plays in this game for Boston.
For Lindholm, will be his 3rd of the year. And the Oilers down 3-1 to the Bruins here in the second period.
That was a pretty good kill for a large percentage of that.
On the right wing, AC Mont into the Oilers zone of the right wing corner. It's up against the boards. To Corrali, he gets checked. AC Mont with a chance, went off his stick though. And McDavid on the right wing to center ice. Into the Bruins zone. Down the right side, pass to the middle, and just missing Draisaitl. And Castella can bat it out of the air and out of the zone. Lindholm from Minton and Arvidsson at 7:05. Back home with it, side the Edmonton line, up to center ice to McDavid. He'll bring it in through the middle, and that one hacked away from him, and Steves will get it out. And it's Steves into the Oilers zone for the Bruins, goes to the right wing corner, in behind the net, over to the left wing point. Lowry a shot, and that sails wide. Peak will keep it in on the right point. Lowry from the bad angle. Stick save made by Ingram.
No.
Puck goes up to the line, kept in by Steve. Now comes to Peak. He'll walk in. His shot missed on the short side. It's up near the blue line, but Steves will keep it in, and it's Steves to the left wing corner. To Geekie, pass in front of the net. It'll get to Peak. His shot, and that's just off of McDavid and wide. To the left wing point, Lowry. To the right to Peak. To Lowry. Lowry to the middle. Pasternak shot. Lots of traffic. It never got through. Elias Lindholm up to the line, and that one kicked out by Hyman down the right wing with McDavid. Hyman to McDavid, just missed him with a pass. And it's cleared out to Geekie. He'll get to center and dump it in. 9 minutes gone here in the second. 3-1, Bruins lead. Center ice is Jack Roslovic for Edmonton. To Nurse at his own blue line.
Nurse got to get off the ice. He's been out there for a while.
Nurse in the middle. Now on the right, Savoy will shoot it in. Goes to the top of the circle, and McAvoy got it out. Emberson to Janmark. Janmark to shoot it in. Hit McAvoy up high. Get it across to Zadorov, up the left wing and out. And the puck hits center ice. Savoy goes all the way across to Janmark into the Bruins zone. Left wing to Roslovic. Roslovic to Savoy. Left wing point. The shot by Stastny. That's kicked out by Swayman. It's in behind the Bruins net. Roslovic to the right wing. Roslovic right wing corner. Roslovic, he'll get it out to Jones, who went to shoot it, and his stick snaps in half. And the Bruins able to get it out. It's Zadorov to center. He'll shoot it in off the end boards. Amberson through the middle, directed in by Frederick to Jones. Jones goes behind the goal. Now to the end boards. The puck comes free on the left wing. Frederick hit hard by Aspero. Puck gets to the middle and out. And Henrique, his pass right off of Zaka. On the left wing, Middlestad in front of his own bench to Arvidsson. Got it to the line, but that's it. Zaka at center. Hampus Lindholm now to Aspero. Will shoot it in. Back home to Bouchard. Up the left wing to Henrique. 9:15 to go in the second. Edmonton down 3-1 to Boston. Henrique into Bruins territory. Rims it on the right. Hampus Lindholm to Arvidsson. Arvidsson into the Oiler end. On the right to Middlestad. A shot towards the net off his stick. Goes to the left wing. Arvidsson off the left wing boards to the blue line. Lowry has it in the middle. Lowry goes to shoot it. Didn't get much on it. Didn't get it to the net. Ekholm up the left wing. He does clear it out.
Henrique's got to get off the ice. He's been out there for a minute and a half.
Kastelic will shoot it into the Oiler end. Nurse behind the net to Ekholm. Right wing to Podkolzin. Got it to the middle. It won't get out. Corrali's going to keep it in. Towards the net, into the glove of Ingram. He'll hold on. We'll take a break. 8:32 to go here in the second as you get a little jostling after the whistle. And they're going to break that up. 3-1 Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on January 6th at Shenanigans. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the Ultimate Oilers Watch Party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Zach from Epcor here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at Epcor.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-1 Bruins lead the Oilers. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Pasternak, Middlestat, and Hampus Lindholm scoring for Boston. Zach Hyman has the goal for Edmonton. Connor McDavid with an assist. So he's got a 14-game point streak. Hyman with points in 6 straight. Face off to the right of Ingram. And off the draw, the puck in behind the net. Nurse slides up the left side. Center for Mangiapane. Podkolzin comes in there as well as he battles for the puck. Mangiapane wins it, and he's able to shoot it in. Swayman couldn't get to it. Draisaitl's pass to the middle, just broken up by Minton. And that was knocked down by a high stick, so we get a whistle. The faceoff will come outside the Boston blue line. So we'd seen a couple shifts in the first where Roslovic had jumped up with Draisaitl. Podkolzin, Mangiapane back there now. It's Mangiapane getting into it with Pasternak over on the wing. Nurse and Regula on the back end. Nurse will bring the puck in on the left wing. He'll shoot it towards the net. That's off the stick of McAvoy, and it goes out of play. Now, Mangiapane and Pasternak get into the corner. That hasn't stopped.
That was Steves that came over.
Was that Steves that came over?
To support Pasta.
Mangiapane is agitating the Bruins at this point. Faceoff will be in the Bruins zone to the right of Swayman. Oilers will keep the same group on the ice. Minton to take the draw. Nope, Minton gets taken off the ice. Elias Lindholm will come out. All right, Draisaitl against Lindholm. Gets into the corner. And now on the left for Husnudinov. off the left wing to Pasternak. He'll clear it out. Nurse, left side to Draisaitl. His pass too far for Mangiapane. Goes all the way down. That's icing against Edmonton. 7:49 to go here in the second period. 3-1 Bruins lead. Bruins have the only goal of this second period. It's even strength, but it was a second after
So they
power
basically
play ended.
scored a 5-on-3 goal, and it was on an Ingram misplay, playing the puck outside of your special area.
That's right.
It's where you were a master playing it back in the day. That's why they put that rule in there.
Oh, okay.
Saw you work in the West.
Yeah.
So I scored, it was really a 5v3 goal, but 5-on-4 goal, and then 5-on-4 just ended here in the second, and they banged one home a second after. Why? Because they put the puck to the net.
Yeah.
And what have the Oilers not done in their power plays tonight, Cam?
Not enough putting it to the net. Off the left wing, that pass goes off the Podkolzin and into the Bruins zone. Swayman to the left corner. Now out through the middle, it's Morgan Geekie. Left wing to Pasternak. In over the Oiler line. Left wing to Geekie. Out of the left wing corner is pass. And that one off a stick goes wide of the net. Out through the middle, it's Bouchard. Bouchard dumps the puck in off the left wing boards. Pasternak goes behind his net. To the left wing, off the boards. It won't get out. Bouchard kept it in. To McDavid on the right to Nugent Hopkins. Off the right wing, his shot doesn't get through. Hampus Lindholm checked by Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to the right wing point to Bouchard. Across to Ekholm. Around the left wing boards into the corner for McDavid. McDavid on the left side. Now to Hyman. The shot saved by Swayman. Penalty coming up to the Bruins.
Well, Geekie drilled Connor into the boards, and then McDavid gave him a two-handed chop. Well, good, solid chop back, quality chop, and then up the ice. Geekie was upset all the way up the ice. When we come back, it's got a power play.
Oilers with the man advantage when return. 6:51 to go in the second. 3-1. Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today. Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello, date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit EdmontonsBestHotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Geekie to the box for the slash. Oilers on the power play. Presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Fourth power play of the game for Edmonton. They're 0 for 3. They're down 3-1 to the Bruins.
You win a face-off, get the puck to the net in the first 15 seconds. Don't sit there and pass it.
Puck gets into the left wing corner. It's in skates, and it's Draisaitl that finds it. His pass off a skate. Corrali will rim it and kept in at the right wing point by Bouchard. From McDavid into the right corner to Draisaitl. Looks to the net in front and just over the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Off the left wing, it's Hyman to Bouchard to McDavid. Left wing corner, Nugent Hopkins. Out to the blue line, Bouchard to the right. Draisaitl shot from the angle off a stick around the boards and out. David in the neutral zone went in, but that's offside against the Oilers.
And that time Leon did try to surprise Swayman, and it should be stated he's played well. He's got 19 saves tonight. Oilers Calvin Pickard gullied the Winnipeg Jets.
He did. Yes, he did.
And right now, Swayman's been the better of the two goalies. I'd probably suggest you Connor Ingram would have liked the third one back, maybe. But Edmonton's also had lots of grade A scoring chances, haven't been able to finish.
Bouchard with control at the Edmonton blue line. The left wing goes to Nugent Hopkins. Give it back to Bouchard.
They've done a good job here.
They have. Bouchard wanted to swing it back, and that's picked off. McAvoy can shoot it down the ice.
And there are some Boston fans in the building tonight.
Yes. Bouchard to Draisaitl at center to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Boston zone to McDavid on the left. The shot saved by Swayman. And McDavid gets his own rebound. He's on the right wing. He's across the top of the circles. Now he's down the left. That's smacked off his stick. It goes in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins. Pass was broken up by Corrali. He'll get it out. Just missed the linesman with the clearing attempt. That goes all the way down. 30 seconds to go in the penalty to Geekie. Right wing at center, it's Draisaitl. To McDavid, will come into the Bruin zone. A couple of moves and lost at top of the circle. Minton will shoot it down the ice.
And that one almost looked like Connor got clipped.
Nurse to Henrique to Savoy at center. Over the line on the right to Ekholm. Goes in behind the net to the corner. Minton will get it to the line off of Nurse, and out. Penalty is over. Geekie's back out. Edmonton's 0 for 4 on the power play. Roslovic will direct it in. It's 3-1 for the Bruins with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second period. On the right, Saka in his own zone. Across to Peak. To Lindholm on the right to Saka. Saka at center ice.
Whoa.
Shovels it towards the Edmonton line. Geekie on the right. Pavel Zacha back to the left wing point. Lowry will drill his shot high and wide. To the right wing point. Aspero keeps it in. Right side for Pasternak. Cycles the puck. Zacha to Pasternak. Shot didn't get through. Puck to the right wing corner. Zacha to Pasternak. Checked along the boards. Roslovic will get the puck up the left wing. Henrique got it out. Aspero will shoot it back in. Zacha to the right corner to Geekie. Now to Pasternak. He'll bank it off of Ingram. And it goes to the right wing point. Aspero to Zacha. On the left to McAvoy. And in behind the Edmonton goal. It goes to the left. And now Nurse will skip it out. Puck at center ice. Into the skates of Roslovic. Geekie's trying to dig it out of there. Got it back on the right wing. And it's Elias Lindholm on the right. Just missed Arvidsson. It goes into the Oiler end. Emberson behind his net. Reverses it to Stastny. Stastny waits in behind the Edmonton goal. With 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the second. 3-1. Bruins lead the Oilers. Stastny up to center ice. He's looking for Emberson. I got broken up at the Bruin blue line as McAvoy. To Zadorov up the left wing, and Elias Lindholm directed it in. Puck comes loose on the left, goes to the blue line. Lindholm shot, pad save made by Ingram. Hampus Lindholm with the shot, and the save made by Ingram, and he will cover it with 2:40 to go here in the second period. 3-1, the Bruins lead the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on January 6th at Shenanigans. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the Ultimate Oilers Watch Party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow, stuck on the side of the road, or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 3-1. Bruins lead the Oilers. We got 2:40 to go in the second. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home with no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off to the right of Connor Ingram. Puck goes to Ty Emberson, right corner. Behind the net, now up to Mangiapane on the left. To Stastny to center. Across to Draisaitl, into the Bruins zone on the right wing. Top of the circle, but Eyssimont was on him and got it loose and out. Emberson chases after it. The right side, it hit a skate. It'll go to Podkolzin. Now to Mangiapane into the Bruins end. Forced over to the left, and Kastelik will clear it out. On the right wing, Draisaitl will shoot it in. Rims around on the right. Kastelik chops it out of the zone. Nurse over to Regula on the right wing. To Podkolzin, to Draisaitl up the right side. Give it to Mangiapane, gets to the middle of Podkolzin. Over the line on the right to Draisaitl. Over to Nurse, but the pass was in his skates. And it's the Bruins on an odd man rush. Pasternak 3-on-1. Down the right wing. Toe drags his pass across. Scores. Jonathan Aspero followed the play. Hacks it into the net. Makes it 4-1 for the Bruins.
Well, Mooner, that was a great opportunity in one end for the Oilers that went awry, and it turned out a really, really good opportunity going the other way. The Boston Bruins with a 4-on-1, and the puck is in the hands of Pasternak, their best player, and he just made it look so easy. Goes all the way across, little toe drag. Now, Connor Ingram was bumped, and I think that the Oilers right now are taking a long look on their bench. I don't know if it's goalie interference. Don't know if it's worth the challenge, but the Edmonton Oilers got caught going for offense, and it cost them in the other end.
Yeah, an odd man rush, 18-19 time of the goal. And it's 4-1 for the Bruins here in the second. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. Ingram got it to the line. McAvoy kept it in on the left for Husnadinov. In front of the net, and that's broken up. Nugent Hopkins will get it out up the right side to Zach Hyman. Into the Bruins zone. Stops on the right wing. To the top of the circle, Husnadinov will clear it out. Minute 15 to go here in the second. McDavid in over the line down the right wing. He'll drive to the net. Saved by Swayman. He covers it up as McDavid drove hard to the front of the net, as he has done multiple times in this game.
Well, the score is 4-1 Boston, Mooner, and I would think that over the course of the game, the Bruins have been a little bit better than the Oilers have. Having said that, Connor McDavid has had 5 grade A scoring chances himself. 4 of them one-on-one, just him and Swayman on breakaways, just driving the net. He puts his shoulder down and goes around Zadorov. Zadorov is a mountain. You have to take an extra kilometer to get around Zadorov. He does, but Swayman, who's been the star of the Boston Bruins in this hockey game.
Face-off is to his right. That last goal was Aspero, his second of the year from Pasternak. At 18-19 to put the Bruins up 4-1 as it's shot out of the Bruins zone. Bouchard to center ice in over the Boston line. His shot, that's off a stick, goes over the glass, out of play. 48 seconds to go here in the second period.
And Mooner, lost opportunities for the Oilers tonight. The Boston Bruins are the most penalized team in the league. And if you're playing against Edmonton, you've got to be disciplined. They haven't been tonight. They've given the Oilers, 4 power plays tonight, is it so far?
Yep.
The Oilers are 0 for 4. And in a hockey game where you're trailing by multiple goals, 3, your power play is 0 for 4. This is a rare night that the Oilers' power play hasn't come through in a big moment.
Face off to the right of Swayman. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman are out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Geekie is taking the draw for the Bruins. Puck gets into the left wing corner. Hampus Lindholm to the end boards. Comes across to Steves. Clear it out off the left side. Ekholm wanted to get it to McDavid. Broken up by Peak. He'll shoot it in. Steered aside by Ingram. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm on the left wing to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl to McDavid. Into the Bruin end. Down the left wing. Couldn't get a pass to the middle. Peak right on him. Takes him to the left wing corner. To the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Back to Ekholm. Left point. To Draisaitl. To the left wing corner it goes. Hyman along the boards. To Ekholm. His pass picked off by Hampus Lindholm through the middle. Gave it to Alex Steves. And Steves at the line. Way offside is Geekie, but doesn't matter. The period's over anyway. Bruins up 4-1 after 40. And for Edmonton, they got a lot of work to do here in the third period.
They do. The Oilers have earned the 4-1 lead in this game. They've been physical when needed. They've had the big kills. And if you want to beat Edmonton in Edmonton, you've got to have great goaltending. And Jeremy Swayman, who will be one of the 3 U.S. Olympic goaltenders, he is having a fantastic game. He has stopped 5 grade A alone on Connor McDavid. Not many goaltenders can say that over a career, let alone 40 minutes.
Yes, he has been very good. 4-1, Bruins lead the Oilers. We're through 40 minutes as Aspero and Hampus Lindholm scored in the second period to increase the Bruins lead. Pasternak and Middlestad had scored in the first for Boston. Hyman had the goal for Edmonton in the first period. You're going to get more Rob Brown in this second intermission and more Brendan Escott. They've got it for you when we come back. 4-1, Bruins lead the Oilers after 2 periods. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trail Blade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Laying the groundwork for a home refresh? The Edmonton Renovation Show returns to the Expo Center January 30th through February 1st. Hit 880 Ched for your chance to hammer past the box office. Then enjoy a gripping exploration of the American dream as Death of a Salesman captivates audiences at the Citadel Theater January 24th through February 15th. Click 880ched.com for your chance to win.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
McDavid in over the line down the right wing. He'll drive to the net. Saved by Swayman. He covers it up as McDavid drove hard to the front of the net, as he has done multiple times in this game.
Here's your highlight zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, next to Edmonton International Airport as well. Welcome to the winner's zone. It's 4-1 Boston following 2 goals in that middle frame. Hampus Lindholm's 3rd of the year and Jonathan Aspero's 2nd. Couple coming from the points there on, what was many an opportunity. It is Brendan Escott here and Rob Brown as well, high above ice level, and Brownie is our inside the game analyst. He's our color analyst. And Rob, just your overall thoughts here on the body of work for Edmonton in this 40, because to me it doesn't really feel like a 4-1 hockey game.
It doesn't. The Buffalo. I was looking at scores out of town. The Boston Bruins have capitalized on their opportunities, and probably, the one goal by Lindholm that usually doesn't find the back of the net. Even the one by Middlestat. So the Bruins have taken advantage of the chances they've gotten. They've been physical. They've worked hard. They've been very good on their penalty kill. But Jeremy Swayman in the Boston net's been excellent. And I do believe the Bruins through 40 minutes probably have been a little bit better than the Oilers in this game. But Jeremy Swayman has allowed the Bruins to take a 3-goal lead. Connor McDavid has had 4 by himself, one-on-one with Jeremy Swayman. And Swayman has turned him aside each time. And then he had another one from the slot. It was a really nice one-timer that Swayman pushed aside as well. McDavid has had a lot of great A's. Outside of the power play and McDavid, there haven't been a lot of good looks by the Oilers. Even on the Leon line, when Leon and Connor and Hyman have been out there, great chances. But outside of that, the Oilers aren't really generating a whole lot of grade A looks. And Swayman is a great goaltender. He is an Olympic goaltender. And when he's on his game as he is tonight, you can't just have a shift every 3 or 4 and create chances. You need to have momentum. You need to have long, extended shifts in the offensive zone, momentum changing and continuing shifts. And they haven't had that. And the Boston Bruins have just capitalized on big Oiler mistakes, and Swayman has cleaned up any mistakes the Bruins have made.
So when you're trying to generate a little bit more here, Boston's going to be in a very defensive way for the final 20 minutes of this game. I mean, how do you look to put your foot in the accelerator in a situation where I would imagine you're going to need one early if a comeback is to be in the cards tonight?
Well, usually in the dressing room, players will start talking. Okay, we've got to win the first 5 minutes. Get something in the first. Give a little bit of hesitation to the Bruins. If we get one early, all of a sudden they'll start thinking about the stretch of games that they have not won. So that would be important. But 2, don't force things. And we've seen the Oilers a couple times force things that have turned around, and the Bruins come back with numbers the other way. The Bruins there's not a lot of household names on the Boston team, but they are skilled. And when they get their chances, they're making really good plays. So take what you can get. Force the Bruins defense. I don't think the Oilers had a good enough forecheck in that period. I think a lot of the times the Oilers were trying to make plays at the blue line. They turned it over and Boston got it out quickly. Get the pucks in deep. Work the defense of the Boston Bruins. Force Swayman to play the puck by throwing it behind the net. We saw one where the puck went in there and it was almost a carbon copy of the penalty that Ingram took. The puck never got to the trapezoid, and Swayman, though, allowed it to stay outside. Leon got to it first and almost created a scoring chance. So I think the Oilers there's got to be a more concerted effort of getting pucks in deep and working the forecheck.
That's, I'm trying to think, was that Middlestat goal one just as the power play had expired there, Rob, or not the Middlestat goal?
Which one was it?
Hampus Lindholm.
The Hampus Lindholm one. It just finished. I think the Oiler player was just skating onto the ice when Lindholm scored it. The Bruins did have a couple chances on that power play, and they weren't able to capitalize. And then the second unit came out, and it was just one of those ones. Lindholm looked once to the left, once to the right, and then Arvidsson was yelling in front of the net. He wanted to tip it. Lindholm threw it at Arvidsson. Arvidsson missed the puck, but it somehow escaped Connor Ingram and found the back of the net. So the Oilers are going to need a save in the third period by Ingram. The Bruins will get a chance or two because the Oilers are going to press. The Oilers, I believe, are capable of scoring 5 in this hockey game. I don't know if they can get 6. So I don't think the the Oilers can afford Boston scoring one more goal in this game. So I think that'll be big in the third period. I mean, this is the first adversity that Connor Ingram has faced since he got up here. He's given up 4. He's trailing in a hockey game. He can't afford to make a mistake in the final 20 minutes. So this will be a good test for Connor Ingram. We'll see how he works.
I'm excited to watch it because obviously this is the kind of situation you're going to need somebody battle tested in at some point in this season. So let's see what you got here.
Well, the one thing that we do know, Brendan, from watching the Oilers all the time, the Oilers are capable of coming back from 2 or 3 goals in a period. Yep. The only way they can do that, though, is if their goaltender shuts down the opposition for the remainder. So Connor Ingram has an opportunity to allow his team to get back in the game. But there's going to have to be at some point in this third period where he makes a big save.
Just looking at the power play totals here, this is not something that we would usually say, but the Edmonton Oilers are 0 for 4 on the night. So what do you make of why they've struggled to capitalize, I guess, if not generate?
Well, one is they had a lot of chances in the first couple power plays that it didn't go in. And I know from experience that when the Oilers know how important their power play is to this team. It's their secret weapon. And usually when a power play struggles early, and when I say struggle, doesn't score, then you start pressing, and then you start trying to beat guys one-on-one, and then you start trying to make longer passes. And then once that happens, then it just kind of like the snowball. And a great example is on the last power play, Evan Bouchard made a poor pass. It got deflected. He got it again. Well, now there's a little more pressure. He made another poor pass. Well, now there's the crowd starting to murmur. And here comes a third pass. So it just continues to snowball, and just seems like the puck keeps coming to you and you don't want it anymore because every time you touch it, something bad is happening. So I just think that you start getting pressing. You saw Connor trying going end-to-end. You saw Leon trying to force a pass, and that's just human nature. If something's not working, you get away from it. Unfortunately, when you get away from it, it usually gets you into more trouble.
4-1 the score line. Bruins are working with a .960 save percentage right now. So when Rob talks about the job that Jeremy Swayman has done in this game, he's not kidding. It's been impressive work from the American Olympian. We're pretty sure about that anyway. I think that's a safe bet.
If they decide not to take him, that's much better for Canada.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We'll mention the World Juniors in the out-of-town scoreboard as well, but just noting that Canada did pick up the victory in that game, so they have won their group and now have a much more favorable matchup moving forward. Finland, as you mentioned in the pregame, Rob, now has to move on and face the United States.
Well, it's funny, all of Canada and all of Czechia were cheering for Canada in this game. Because Canada beat Finland, Czechia moved into second, which means they get to avoid U.S. or Sweden in their game, and Finland now they're third. They will play against the Americans, I believe, in a winner take or a sudden death game, and that is not one. So Finland, that was a huge loss for Finland today. Instead of playing Switzerland or Slovakia, they are playing the two-time, I believe, defending champion USA.
Yeah, that's right. We'll get you the rest of the out-of-town scoreboard when we get back to the Intermission Report here. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Andrew Knack says he started off 2025 planning life beyond politics, but after a sudden change of heart, he's now finishing the year as Edmonton's new mayor. Speaking today on the Courtney Theriault Show, Knack said one of his main focuses in 2026 will be economic development.
I do not believe that has been a focus in the city of Edmonton for a very long time. We need to really refocus the city. Our non-residential tax base has been steadily declining for the last 2 decades, and that's harmful to our financial viability as a city. We have a lot of work to do. There are some very unique considerations in this region. We're surrounded by a lot of counties that can really keep their costs exceptionally low, and that makes it hard to attract non-residential taxes. So we need to rethink how we're doing that. We actually need to work with the region on this.
Mayor Knack says he's also focused on safety, affordability, and how we're managing our growth. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for oil country and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 10 games around the league tonight. Bunch of finals. We'll get to those first. The Capitals beat the Rangers 6-3. The Predators doubled up the Golden Knights 4-2. The Lightning 4-3 in overtime over the Ducks. And the Sharks in a shootout 4-3 over the Wild. Red Wings over the Jets 2-1. Devils beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. And the Sabres are now the proud owners of a 10-game winning streak after beating Dallas 4-1. Then, right now, Avalanche have absolutely dominated the St. Louis Blues. It's 5-0. St. Louis has 11 shots. There's 5.5 minutes left in the game. Remarkable. Calgary's up 4-1 on the Flyers as well. And on the farm, Bakersfield were victorious 7-3. 7-3 down on the farm in action against Coachella Valley. Quinn Hudson, your first star of the game with 2 more goals. He's up to 19 on the season in 26 games. Ike Howard had a goal and 2 assists. And if you heard any sort of a rousing crowd reaction here, that was because they just showed that Team Canada did in fact beat Finland 7-4, as we mentioned with Rob. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Is a New Year's Eve comeback in the cards? We'll find out together. Edmonton stuck 4-1 on home ice. Back to Cam and Bob we go. We're at the intermission. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-1 Bruins lead the Oilers, getting ready for the third period. And the Feeding Oil Country 50-50 presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's main jackpot, it's sitting at $1.2 million. The bonus jackpot, $968,000. Puck brought in. Here's Roslovic, a shot down the right side. And the save made by Swayman. Go to EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to get your tickets. As the puck comes out to the neutral zone, Roslovic with an opportunity right off the bat here in the third. It's rolled to Swayman. He'll scoop it up with the glove. And there'll be a whistle and a face-off inside the Bruins zone. We're 23 seconds into the third period. Bruins with a couple of goals in the second. Hampus Lindholm, and Aspero. Connor McDavid has 9 shots on net right now. And he has had some tremendous opportunities, but Swayman has kept them out. But 9 shots to this point. He does have an assist, and his point streak is at 14 games. Puck in the right corner of the Bruins zone. To the blue line, to Bouchard, now on the right. It gets to the middle. Roslovic spinning around, comes off his stick and out, and it's Aspero down the right wing. Over the Oiler line, his pass across, and that is too far ahead of Elias Lindholm, and out to center. Podkolzin on the right to Draisaitl. He'll come in. The shot, pad save by Swayman. Puck to the left wing point. Stastny down the left wing. Comes back up to the top of the circle. Now back into the corner. Centering pass through the slot. Goes to the blue line. Nurse on the right wing point. Into the corner. Kicks to the middle of the ice, and it'll get to Geekie. He will get it out, give it to Steves. That's the Edmonton blue line. Will softly play it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Jones was back there. Who's Nadinov? We'll get the puck in the corner, though, for Boston. They'll swing it back to the blue line. Peak will rim the puck. Rims on the left, low ride to the blue line to Minton, whose shot. Pinball's just wide of the Edmonton net. Pasternak to the right wing corner. Over to the left, low ride in from the blue line. To the left wing point to Minton. Into the corner, Pasternak to the blue line to Minton. Dump it into the right corner of the Oilers zone. Who's Nadinov up against the boards with Nurse. Puck goes to the line, but past Lohrei and out. So we're almost 2 minutes into the third. 4-1 Bruins lead. At his own blue line, it's Zadorov. Gets to center, shoots it in. Ekholm to Bouchard. Up the right wing, he got it out. Hyman steers the puck to McDavid, comes into the Bruins end, across the top, now to Ekholm, to the net, the shot, saved by Swayman, they battle for it, and Swayman will finally cover it up. As Nugent Hopkins and Hyman went to the front of the goal, we get the whistle. 2 minutes, 26 seconds gone here in the third period. 4-1, the Bruins lead.
Well, Swayman's given the Boston Bruins a great start, and the Oilers have been the author of their demise in this game. Scoreless game, and Edmonton's about to go out of a 4-on-4 and be shorthanded. And they had a defenseman jump up, Nurse, and then the puck got airmailed back, and Nurse had a miscommunication with Connor Ingram. Ingram ends up taking a penalty in the sequence. That's the 5-on-3 that they scored right at the end of it.
It's in behind the Bruins net. Hyman spinning around. It's hacked off his stick. Ekholm from the blue line to Hyman that goes around to the right. McDavid on the right corner. Got away from Corrali. To the left wing point to Matthias Ekholm. Across to Bouchard. Skips over his stick, comes out. Bouchard will shoot it back in. Oilers got a tag up.
That was a tough pickup for Evan Bouchard. Yep. McDavid's been brilliant in this game. Swayman's been fantastic. The 4-1 goal is an absolute killer for Edmonton. 4-on-2 and a misplay with an activation with a defense.
Saka into the Oiler end. On the left wing to Arvidsson. Left wing corner, Middlestad to Arvidsson. Arvidsson on the left wing to Middlestad, back to the blue line. Hampus Lindholm. Casey Middlestad. Got the puck into the corner of the Oiler end. Up against the boards is, Mark's trying to get it loose. It does come loose to Emberson. Pushes it around to the left. Stastny will get it up in the air to Savoy. He does get it out. Center ice. Lindholm just got it into the Oiler end. Emberson with control.
Are we down to 5D here? We've seen two shifts. Stastny has played with both Nurse.
We got Regula out there now with Nurse. I think there's 6. Geekie will get it out, to the line. That way, lost it, but Peak will follow it up. Off the glass and out. Steves into the Oiler end to Lindholm. He'll get it across to Geekie. Shot off the arm of Ingram. Roslovic. His cross-ice pass hit Pod Colson's skate. Bruins will bring it in. Steves on the right. Puck comes out. The shot scores. From the slot, Lindholm let it go. That goes off of Ingram, up into the air and into the net, and it's 5-1 for Boston.
Why is the puck being passed far side to Darnell Nurse again? Oilers have possession, and Roslovic fires it across. Nurse tries to activate up the left side. That leads to transition. Ingram would be the first to tell you it's a bad goal against. He's got to make the save there.
It's Elias Lindholm, 6th of the year.
Edmonton is the second best team in every facet of this game tonight. I know the shots are 29-23. Don't buy it for a second. Both Lindholms and Dell scored.
And 9 of those shots are Connor McDavid's. He's had some good opportunities. Swayman's been solid.
No, Swayman's been excellent.
Puck dumped in to the Bruin zone. Swayman will get it to the blue line. Bouchard on the right. Puck near the top of the circle. Husnadinov will get it out to Minton. Minton lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard up the right wing to Hyman. 4:20 time of the goal. Lindholm, the goal scorer. Elias Lindholm. Geekie and Steves get the assists. Puck brought in on the left wing. Ekholm to the left wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. To Matthias Ekholm. Now to McDavid left side. To the blue line to Bouchard. He'll shoot it, and that got blocked. It didn't get through. Bouchard has it again on the right wing point. To McDavid to Bouchard. Spins off the check. Pasternak tripped him.
Fired the puck at him. Zadorov just fired the puck at Bouchard after the penalty. That should be a penalty. That should be an unsportsmanlike call against Zadorov. Fired right in front of both refs. Guy's on the ice. He's lucky he didn't get an additional penalty here. And the Oilers bench saying, why is there no penalty call there? Fired the puck. Leon Draisaitl last year got a call against her 2 years ago in the playoffs. I mean, he takes the puck on his backhand to his forehand.
He shot it towards him.
That is an automatic penalty. Should be a 5-on-3.
Normally, an automatic penalty. In this case, it was not.
And the Oilers are continuing.
Oilers go on their 5th power play. They're 0 for 4. It's brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Swayman. Oilers down 5-1 here in the third to the Bruins. Hampus Lindholm off the draw, up to the line, and getting it out is Corrali. Now to Kastelik. Kastelik comes in, the shot! Blocker save made by Ingram. Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Knocked off his stick, then Nugent Hopkins for Bouchard at center. Leaves it to McDavid. He'll come flying down the right wing. Into the Bruins zone. To the right wing point to Draisaitl. Draisaitl the right wing boards. Now to Bouchard on the point. Right wing to McDavid. McDavid looking to the net. He'll give it to Bouchard. Doesn't shoot it. Gives it to McDavid. Right wing. Draisaitl one-timer in this save made by Swayman. Hampus Lindholm through the middle. We'll get it down the ice. McDavid through the middle. Now in over the Bruin line. On the right for Draisaitl. To the right wing point to Bouchard. Minute to go in the power play. Left wing to McDavid. Plays it off his skate to his stick. To the right to Draisaitl. To the point in the middle. Bouchard on the right to Draisaitl. Top of the circle. Spins back to the boards. To Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. To Bouchard on the right wing point.
They've done a great job in the Oilers power play.
Now on the right to Draisaitl. His shot, that tip just wide of the net. Puck near the side of the goal. Husnudinov up the right wing will bring it out. And then dump it down the ice on the backhand. 6:45 gone here in the third. 5-1 Bruins lead the Oilers. Oilers power play over in 20 seconds. Savoy at center. Henrique, and now comes across to Ekholm. Has it on the right wing point. On the right wing boards. Savoy to the middle, but cleared all the way down by Lindholm. From behind his net is Nurse. Penalty is just about done. Nurse on the left. Left wing. The puck in, and the quick shot. Scores! Roslovic off the left side. Gets it by Swayman. And the Oilers cut the Bruins lead to 5-2.
Never a bad thing to put it to the net.
Got short side, Roslovic. And that was from like he was below the dot by the time he let it go.
And Swayman, who's been terrific,
was leaning to the middle.
Is Boston going to challenge this? I don't think so. Well, if you were them, would you challenge your zone entry?
It would have to be clear cut. Jack Roslovic, 12th of the year, 7:22 time of the goal. Edmonton down 5-2 here to the Bruins. Inside the Oilers zone, getting it out. Stastny on the left to Jones. He'll flip it in. Lowry got it to the right wing corner, and Frederick jams it back to the point. Stastny's shot just goes wide. Right wing point is Emberson. On the right to Frederick, just got it to the boards. Lowry's going to get it out. Emberson at his own blue line. Nurse and Ingram get the assist. Pass on the right wing. Puck goes into the Bruins zone on the right side. To the blue line, Regula to the left to Nurse. Off the left wing boards. It's in behind the net. Draisaitl to the right and gets checked on the play. Zadorov will float it out. It will be icing against the Bruins with 11:40 to go here in the third. 5-2. Boston leads. Roslovic from Nurse and Ingram at 7:22. Face off to the right of Swayman. Draisaitl will take the draw. Up against Minton. Puck goes to the left wing point. Nurse will shoot it towards the net. Saved by Swayman. He'll hold on. We'll take a break. Played 8 minutes, 22 seconds of this third period. 5-2. Bruins lead the Oilers. We'll be right back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
This hockey season, let the fun extend beyond the ice with Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code OIL50. That's code OIL50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today and find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Emcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll free.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 5-2. Bruins lead the Oilers. 8:24 gone here in the third. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off in the Bruins zone. To the right is Swayman. Draisaitl takes the draw. Puck goes to the right corner. McAvoy for the Bruins will clear it, and it gets chopped into the Bruins bench. Face-off will move outside the blue line. Roslovic scoring for Edmonton to get them to within 3. Teams have traded goals here in the third. Elias Lindholm getting one for Boston. On the right, McAvoy to Geekie. He'll shoot it in. On the right wing, Regula up against the boards with Steves. Draisaitl behind the net to Nurse. Nurse in the right wing corner to Alec Regula on the right wing, just over the stick of Draisaitl.
Doesn't pass flat. That's the problem for a defenseman.
Steves will push it into the Oilers zone. Rolls towards Ingram, but Regula got to it. Left wing to Nurse. Nurse into the middle for Roslovic. He'll get to center ice. Left wing to Podkolzin, but that hit him in the skate.
Yeah, Vasili's having a real tough last 6 or 7 games here. It's just biting the puck.
Comes out to center. It's Roslovic across the line to Draisaitl. In on the right. Now into the slot off of Ekholm. He'll find it in the right wing corner. To the blue line to Draisaitl. To the left wing corner to Roslovic. Roslovic up to the top of the circle, spins back to the boards with McAvoy on him, then shakes him off. Cross ice to Bouchard. Oh, that went over his stick. Now he's got it on the right wing. Across to Roslovic. Into Draisaitl, the shot, and the save by Swayman. And Geekie with it in his own end for the Bruins.
Roslovic's creating a lot here. He's got a goal. Just made a terrific sequence of passes. Bouchard probably should have had a clean look there. Couldn't pick up the puck.
Corrali will flip it to the right wing corner. Ekholm in the right wing to Bouchard. Up to center ice. Over halfway through the third. 5-2. Bruins lead Edmonton. Ekholm at his own blue line. Through the middle.
Where's that going?
That eluded everyone. Long pass to Zacha. Too far for him. It's icing against the Bruins. Well, a Boston team playing with some desperation, as you would expect. They've lost their last 6. And they got a 5-2 lead on the Oilers here with 9:42 to go in the third. Prior to losing 6 straight, they won 5 out of 6. Face off to the right of Swayman. Gets to the blue line, and Arvidsson through the neutral zone off the boards. That'll be icing, as he wasn't quite at center. Face off in the Bruins zone to the right of Swayman. Shots are 33-24 for Edmonton. McDavid to take the draw. Hampus Lindholm will go in behind the net with it for the Bruins. Up the left wing with Pavel Zacha. Got it out to center ice. Now to Middlestad. Middlestad down the right wing. Cuts to the middle. Pass across. The one-timer. The save made by Ingram coming across. The puck on the right wing. To the top of the circle. Oilers can't get it out. Middlestad to Arvidsson. Drives in front. And poke check by Ingram. Middlestad to Arvidsson on the right wing. To the right wing corner to Middlestad. He gets pinned by Nurse. And a couple of moves. Middlestad's pass across. Hampus Lindholm on the left to the side of the net. And unable to get a shot away was Middlestad, and the puck cleared out. Otherwise, he had a slam dunk goal. Lindholm into the Oiler end on the left wing. For Pasternak, his pass to the point is picked off. And out through center ice is Max Jones. Into the Bruins end, goes to the left wing side. Middlestad got it free. To Lori. Now across to Campus Lindholm. Lindholm to Lori behind the net. Hit by Frederick. A puck on the left wing. Pasternak just inside his blue line will get it out. Frederick to Stastny. The left wing at the Edmonton line off the stick of Henrique. Pasternak. Checked by Emberson. The puck goes down the right wing. Mangiapane, the shot, and the save made by Swayman. He squeezes it, holds on. There's a gathering in front of the Bruins net. We're going to take a break. 8 minutes to go here in the third. 5-2, Boston leads Edmonton. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go! Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's evolv.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 5-2, Bruins lead Edmonton with 8 minutes to go here in the third period.
Nathan McKinnon with 4 points tonight. Connor's got 9 shots on goal, but just the Jeremy Swayman show tonight, he's been terrific. 33 saves.
David with the 1 assist, so a 14-game point streak. Face off to the left of Swayman. Roslovic, Podkolzin, Draisaitl out there. Puck goes to Draisaitl. Down to the blue line, Bouchard to Draisaitl, the shot, and Swayman kicks it out. Kastelik high in the air and out with it. Bounces at the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard on the right to Roslovic. Into the Bruins zone. Right wing to Podkolzin. Now to Roslovic. Behind the net, off the stick of Draisaitl. To the line and cleared by Kastelik. Center ice on the right wing. Roslovic will shoot it in. Swayman to Zadorov through his skates. To Corrali, and it's Corrali into the Oilers zone. On the right, the shot save made by Ingram as McAvoy had joined the play, and he let that shot go off the right wing. Face-off will be in the Oiler end to the left of Connor Ingram. David, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman out onto the ice. Regula and Nurse on the back end. Puck behind the Edmonton net. Regula up the right wing off of Hyman and out. Hampus Lindholm, cross ice pass. That goes in. Steves hadn't cleared out. It's offside against Boston. 2-1 Boston lead after 20. They made it 4-1 after 40. The team's trading goals here in the third. Nurse off the left wing, got it out. It's brought back in by Geeky. Now to the slot to Steves. Has to go over to the right. Steves into the right corner. Behind the net, puck goes to Regula. Up to the line, Lindholm unable to keep it in. Geeky at center. On the right wing, will shoot it into the Oilers zone. It's going to rim to the left wing point. Regula got it out just past Lindholm. Side his own line. Aspero up the left to Lindholm. Got it out. Emberson off the boards. He'll go after it. It goes to the right corner. Runs into Aspero. Puck in behind the net. Middlestad through the middle. Get it out. Left wing for Arvidsson. Peeled off his stick by Jones. Bank pass on the right to Frederick. You see into the Boston end. Goes to the right corner, but Middlestad took it away. Gave it to Peak on the right wing. Top of the circle. And it is cleared out by Zacha. Emberson has the puck to the Edmonton blue line. Right wing to Adam Henrique. Just inside the Boston line. Up against the boards. Goes to the line. Jones.
That was a penalty on Jones. Got away with one. That's a 5-2 Boston lead. No call with 6 minutes left in the game.
Shot into the Oiler end. It's in behind the Edmonton net. As Emberson will wait back there. Emberson through the middle. Center ice to, Mark flips it in, but it goes right into the glove of Swayman. He'll squeeze it. We'll take a break. 5:39 to go here in the third. 5-2. Bruins lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers down 5-2 to the Bruins. 5:39 to go in the third period. Oiler goals by Zach Hyman and Jack Roslovic tonight. Pasternak, Middlestad, both Lindholms, Hampus and Elias, and Jonathan Aspero have all scored for the Bruins. Face-off to the right of Swayman. Puck goes up near the Oiler line and getting it out. Husnudinov down the left wing. Cross-ice pass to Pasternak. Has it on the right wing in the Oiler zone. Husnudinov tried to center it. That's blocked. Comes out. Pasternak scores. David Pasternak one-timed that from the right side to make it 6-2 for the Bruins.
Well, the Oilers had their best players on the ice. They couldn't find the puck. Between Ekholm and Bouchard and puck went off of Ekholm's stick. Boston got it. And an absolute rocket. Ingram had no chance. I mean, just pounded it right through.
Pasternak's
I'm gonna hazard a guess that's the last shift we're gonna see Connor and Leon have here.
14:34 time of the goal.
You're sitting there with an ozone draw. but you've been cleaned up in the circle all game. Boston, like I said, they've won every facet of this game tonight. They're 1 for 3 in the power play. The Oilers are 0 for 5 in the power play.
Well, left point, Nurse, the left wing corner to Podkolzin. Swings it around to the right, and that's chopped past Stastny and out. And it's at the Edmonton blue line. Stastny through the middle to Nugent-Hopkins. Comes into the Bruins zone to Stastny, and he couldn't get his stick on it. Puck goes into the left wing corner. 6-2 Bruins lead here in the third. We're down to 4:45 left. To the middle of the ice, Husnedinov. And he'll spin back into his own end. Now to Zadorov, the left wing for Kastelik. Give it to Corrali on the left. Corrali in front of the net. His pass blocked. It'll come to the line and out. Minton and Husnedinov with the assists on that goal by Pasternak. Here's Kastelik on the left, tried to put it on net. He missed from a sharp angle. It's in behind the Edmonton goal to the right wing corner. Kastelik jams it around to the left wing point to Zadorov. Left wing, AC Mont now to Corrali. It's into the corner with Bouchard. Corrali gets it out. The shot save made by Ingram as Aspero let it go from the point. Now Kastelik's going to get into it a bit. So is AC Mont.
AC Mont can fight.
Draws a crowd. Everybody gathered to the side of the Oiler goal. Looks like they got it broken up. 3:57 to go in the third. 6-2 Bruins lead. Maybe a penalty or two to be given out. Maybe not.
Mangiapane and Kastelik, maybe?
If anything, it'll be something even up, I would think. They're still gathering towards the benches. Yeah, Mangiapane is leaving. And looks like Kastelik is about to go too.
Edmonton 88, Boston 47, each 2 minutes for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Boston came to play tonight.
They did.
Right from the opening shift.
Picked up where they left off, and they finished in Calgary. They played well in that third period. Faceoff will be outside the Edmonton blue line. Oilers will
4-on-4.
Oh, yep. So it's Roslovic and Savoy on the ice with Stastny and Emberson. Jones will skate across to serve the 2 for the Oilers. On the Boston side, it'll be AC Mont. Okay. So we'll go 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Roslovic wins the draw. Puck goes to Emberson. Emberson drops it back. Roslovic to the Bruin blue line to Savoy on the right. Take it to the boards. Gave it to Emberson. Now on the left to Stastny. Across the line to Savoy. Savoy had to go off his stick, got it back, but had to come out.
He has fought the puck the last. Even there. Had a chance to make a play, couldn't pick it up off his skate to his stick.
Hampus Lindholm will get it out. Give it to Geekie, come into the Oiler end to the pass across on the right, saved by Ingram on a hard shot by Hampus Lindholm. Bouchard, right wing to McDavid. Into the Bruins end, goes to the right wing corner. Stops, gives it to Bouchard. Cross to Roslovic. Roslovic to the left wing corner for McDavid. Comes across the top of the circle to Bouchard. Has it on the blue line. Now to McDavid. Couple of moves. Goes towards the net. A backhand save made by Swayman. Geeky in behind the net with it and through the middle for the Bruins to Hampus Lindholm. On the right for Pasternak into the Oiler end to the left wing corner. Pasternak goes behind the goal. Checked by Draisaitl, and it's Draisaitl out through center to McDavid over the line. Has it on the left wing top of the circle. McDavid to Draisaitl, a backhand just wide of the Bruins net. 2:20 to go in the third. Oilers down 6-2 to the Bruins. Pasternak into the Oilers zone. Drops it. Kazaka. He'll weave to the net to Pasternak. Shot. That got blocked. That was about to go into the net. It hit Bouchard. Puck to the middle, and it's fired just wide by Zaka. Zaka with it at the blue line. Across the line. Down the right wing to the right wing corner. Pass blocked. Henrique had it hit his skate. I'll give it to Ekholm. Penalties are done. It's now 5-on-5. We've got 1:49 to go in the third. 6-2, the Bruins lead. Ekholm, long pass on the right. Off of Henrique. It won't be icing. Jones to the left wing corner up against the boards with Aspero. It's top of the circle. Asimon can bring it out for the Bruins. Got it to center, and here we go. Jones gets the gloves off with Aspero, and down to the ice they go right away. That was way behind the play. But Jones and Aspero got to it. Minute 31 to go here in the third. 6-2 Boston. Five each it is. Shots now 36-29 for Edmonton. We'll have a face-off right at center. Frederick, Podkolzin, Janmark out with Regula and Nurse. Puck goes to the Bruin line. Peak up to center, shoots it in. Rims on the left. Asimont and Corrali after it in the corner. Puck came free. Frederick behind the Edmonton goal. Out through the middle. Long pass. That goes onto the tape. Janmark trying to poke it towards the net. It goes to Swayman. He kept it out. On the right wing. Puck to the blue line. A Regula. His shot towards the net. It's blocked. Goes near the blue line again. And on the right, Podkolzin got it down the right wing boards. We're into the last minute here in the third. 6-2. Bruins lead. Peak with it in behind his net for Boston. Left wing corner. Zadorov up the left wing for Arvidsson. Comes into the Oiler and down that left side. A move. The shot. That goes off the post on the short side. And in behind the play, Zadorov getting into it with Matthias Janmark, but they're each going to get two. Those two are tied up. Oh, okay. 10-minute misconduct. Either way, it ends their evening. 39 seconds left. Zadorov absolutely popped Janmark. That was nasty. Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and Savoy out there with Regula and Nurse. Puck shot into the Bruin zone. Lowry will get it around the left wing. Puck cleared out. So down to 25 seconds left. Hyman across the line. Now Corrali getting into it with Nurse, and down to the ice they go. Didn't really amount to a fight. Corrali just tackled Nurse with 19 seconds left. That should end the evening for those two. Kerr skates off, as does Sean Corrali. Yeah, that was just a tackle.
Edmonton 25, Boston 52. 10 minutes. Misconduct.
Okay.
Those are roughing minors.
Yeah, those are what,
come on.
Either what, it doesn't matter. There's 19 seconds left. Call it whatever you want. Just gets them both off the ice.
Tell you what, 25 years ago, those would be fights.
Oh, yeah. Cleared up the left wing off of Asimont down the ice. Stastny had it knocked off his stick. Puck goes to the blue line. Peak on the right wing point. To the right wing corner. Asimont just chops at it. And the game ends. The Bruins' 6-game slide is over. They win 6-2 over the Edmonton Oilers here at Rogers Place to close out 2025. Bruins played well.
Edmonton did not.
And Edmonton did not.
And there needs to be changes to the lineup as a result of this. Got guys down on the farm playing better, giving the Oilers more juice than some guys that are getting the privilege of playing up here right now. Power play had a rough night. That doesn't help. Somehow this team, through all their trials and tribulations through the first 41 games, almost halfway through the season, Cam, they're first in the Pacific, which maybe doesn't say a lot about the Pacific, but
still.
Now you have a home schedule, so get recalibrated, all right? You stunk tonight. Move on and get ready to play Philly because they got pounded tonight in Calgary, and they're not going to be happy either. And rebound from tonight's performance and elevate the level of your performance because that's been 3 subpar games in a row coming out of Christmas break.
Yeah, 6-2 the final here. Bruins over the Oilers. Pasternak, Middlestad, Hampus, and Elias Lindholm. Jonathan Aspero and David Pasternak all scoring for Boston. For Edmonton, it was Hyman and Roslovic. McDavid picks up an assist, so he's got points in 14 straight. Hyman with points in 6 straight. But 6-2 the final. The Bruins over the Edmonton Oilers. Happy New Year, everyone. Our Rogers postgame show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Draisaitl over the line to Hyman to McDavid. Stops on the right wing, top of the circle. He'll go to the net. He'll make a play. The pass. Scores! Zach Hyman at the side of the net. And the Oilers get on the board. They cut the Bruins lead to 2-1.
All right, there you go. That's the highlight zone for Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport. That's our Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's bring a order inside the game analyst Rob Brown after we tell you there's no Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. The Edmonton Oilers got pounded tonight by the Boston Bruins. They lost every single aspect of this hockey game. So there you go. Let's bring Rob in. Rob, your thoughts.
Yeah, it was a tough night from top to bottom. The Oilers' star players had a tough night. You know that because they were both minus, and the power play was 0 for 5. The Oilers really got no traction from lines 3 and 4 in this hockey game. Physically, I thought Boston was the more physical of the teams. And then goaltending. Jeremy Swayman was fantastic. The Oilers, as poorly as it turned out being a 6-2 game, Connor and Leon combined for 17 shots. And usually some of those find the back of the net. Connor had 6 grade A looks, 4 of them on breakaways. And Leon was in his spot. Swayman was very good. And this is the one thing that we talked about earlier in the year. The Oilers had enough grade A looks in this game to score, 4 or 5 or 6. But you can't give up 6 because the Oilers needed 7.
Yeah.
So, and Connor Ingram, it was a tough night for Connor Ingram. There was a couple good saves, but there's probably a couple he wanted back. Yeah. And there was, Evan Bouchard accidentally stopped two goals. Like, they were both wide open nets where Bouchard he had no idea where the puck was or his man was, and they both hit him. The second one made this pop noise when it hit him. It was kind of funny. So the Boston Bruins had more desperation in their game tonight from top to bottom, like all of their players. There was a commitment, and I said before the game that the last 2 games, and you just brought it up, the last 2 games the Oilers played on the road, the Oilers were not great, but they got very, very good goaltending. Tonight, their goaltending was not able to mask the way they played. This is 3 games in a row where the Oilers have given up way, way too much against. They got an all-world game by Pickard, or the Oilers could be 3-0-3 in their last 3 games. Because of the goaltending of Pickard, it saved them. Just too loose defensively, and you can't play like that in the National Hockey League and expect to win.
No question about it. You make any changes coming up for the game against Philly? I do.
Well, what are your changes? You got Lazar, and you got Stillman.
You have cap space. You have guys on LTIR.
Well,
you're out of the freeze.
How much cap space do you have? Because you're still trying to save up cap space, or are you not? Save as much as you can for the deadline?
You can easily bring up another forward that maybe has a little bit more pace and quickness, because that was an ass kicking tonight. The Oilers just got pounded tonight.
Yeah, I don't see them doing that. I think they want to save as much cap space as they can get, because they're going to want to make a deal at the deadline, possibly more than one. The more space they have, the better. I just think the players they had are more capable of what they gave you. And I think one of the things we saw too, and this is what I've been talking about for a while, Jack Roslovic is a winger. And he looks much more comfortable playing with Leon Draisaitl. He was one of the players you actually noticed in a positive way in this hockey game.
Well, you know who didn't look good playing with Leon Draisaitl tonight?
Well, that's why he was back down on the 3rd and 4th line later. Mangiapane had a tough one tonight. He tried to be an agitator, but it's hard when things aren't going well for you in other aspects. It's hard to be an agitator because the opposition usually just laughs or wants you on the ice. It's been a tough year, and Mangiapane's trying to create something, but sometimes you go out of your way to create, and it takes away from other parts of your game.
No question. Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
All right, this is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, 1 powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, do want to mention the smart play of the game, which is brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with the all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. Connor McDavid walking 3 men, setting the puck up on a platter for Zach Hyman for the Edmonton goal that made it 2-1. That's as close as the Oilers got. Out of town scoreboard, Pizza 73, official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Here we go. Team Canada 6-4 over Finland tonight. They win their pool and will advance on to the quarterfinal round. I'd like to tell you who they're going to play, and Cam's going to look it up for me right now. Can you look up who they're going to play? In the meantime, the Bakersfield Condors got 2 goals each from Samuel Poulin and Quinn Hudson. Hudson, the leading rookie goal scorer in the American League. A goal and 2 assists plus 3 tonight for Isaac Howard. He's up to 23 points in 16 games and plus 13. So, there you go. Canada, by the way. Ooh, really? I guess Slovakia. Slovakia came in 4th. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, that's a... Really? Okay. Well, that won't be easy for Canada. It's a tough game. So that's your Bakersfield result tomorrow. The Edmonton Oil Kings take on the Red Deer Rebels here at 2 o'clock. Elsewhere around the National Hockey League, here we go. Capitals doubled up the New York Rangers by a score of 6-3. Nashville beats Golden Knights 4-2. Tampa Bay wins 4-3. In overtime, it was Darren Radish with the GWG over the Anaheim Ducks. So even though Edmonton lost bad tonight at home 6-2, they're still in first place in the Pacific Division heading into the new year. The San Jose Sharks, a 4-3 shootout victory over Minnesota. Red Wings beat the Winnipeg Jets 2-1. The Jets are dead last heading into the new year. They finished first in the league last year in the regular season. Then they didn't win a road game in the playoffs. The New Jersey Devils, a 3-2 win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Buffalo has won 10 straight games. A 4-1 victory over the Dallas Stars. They are a wagon. Then there's Colorado. They've lost 2 games in regulation in the first half of the year. Nathan McKinnon, 2 goals, 4 points, and they whipped the St. Louis Blues 6-1. The Blues with the worst goal differential in the NHL. Calgary Flames are on fire. They're up to 18-4. They lost 7 of their first 8 games. They're going good. They beat the Flyers 5-1 Philly in here on Monday. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's alt-tech.ca.
All right, let's go to Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Exporter, Excellers, or Molson, with your name on it, must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, Hampus Lindholm scored a goal in tonight's game. Second star tonight was David Pastrnak. He had 2 goals. And the first star for the Boston Bruins with 34 saves, Jeremy Swayman. And he was good because the Oilers had some quality opportunities. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Oilers have not played well in any of the 3 games since they've come out of the Christmas break. They're going to need to elevate when they take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Coming up Saturday, that's a 1:30 puck drop. For my play-by-play partners this year, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Kellen Kennedy, Eamon Hashem at the helm tonight. Eden Gannam and our longtime engineer, Troy Bowler. Bob Stauffer saying, Happy New Year, everybody. The bad news, the Oilers lose 6-2. The good news, Edmonton's in first in the Pacific as we start the new year.
The Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you.
Hard rim by Stastny. That's knocked down by Pastrnak. Henrique, Stastny, and Epperson are out there on the PK for the Oilers. Still 10 seconds on the 5-on-3. Zacha's got to move it here. McAvoy shoots, and that's wide. One penalty over, and Pastrnak scores. Came off the end boards, and Pastrnak, I believe, caught a piece of Ingram.
The other power play's done as well because the first one had expired. When this one caroms hard, this is from behind the net.
Chipped up the left-hand side. You've got Steves on to Lindholm. Gathering himself over the line. Victor Arvidsson. Poised and patient with the puck. Middlestad. Shot stolen. Set up by Arvidsson. And Casey Middlestad with his ninth of the year beating Ingram blocker side 2-0 Boston.
Work in the offensive zone by Edmonton. It's Lindholm, the defenseman, that's up on the rush. And for Arvidsson, he just buys a little time by bringing this puck back and catches.
That was really close. Here's Nurse. Up to Bouchard, 45 seconds. Draisaitl to Hyman. McDavid in the middle, cuts to his left, to the net. What a move! Backdoor score! Zach Hyman finishes after brilliant balletic work from Connor McDavid.
This game, and just incredible, and it's the outlet. We talked about this. Get the puck up quick to the fours, let them go to work. The quick edges, the toe drag, stick handle around it.
If you don't have Pastrnak go off with a hat trick or 4-goal game, you're going to need your goaltender like Swayman to be the stopper. Here's a shot from distance that gets through Ingram. Arvidsson was at the side of the net, and I believe set a bit of a screen, but this should be Lindholm's goal to make it 3-1. Did Arvidsson take his eyes away?
I think he gets right in front of him. Look at this. He's looking one way. That puck's already en route. It's only a 2-goal lead.
Draisaitl tried to hit Nurse. The puck was at his feet. 2-on-1 for Boston. Pastrnak walks in. Drag move. Then trying to feed. Shot in! Aspero! His second NHL goal! And the Bruins extend to a 4-1 lead. Jonathan Aspero, who had never played in the NHL prior to this season, 6 years in the American League, bangs in the 4-1 goal.
Nurse isn't handled well. It's a good step up by Aspero, and that's what it is. It's that pressure once again. He steps up, strips the puck. It's a 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Yeah, I tried to go short side high.
This, I thought, was close to offside. Geekie gives it up, a shot through Ingram and in. Elias Lindholm, who always seems to score against Edmonton, makes it 5-1.
Quick release on this one-timer. Geekie gets taken down. It looked like almost a trip into the zone.
Why, I said it, Louie. I thought that was tight. But Elias Lindholm, that's now 23 goals in 42 career regular season games against Edmonton. And the Bruins have just made 5 for 5 on the kill tonight, and now it becomes a really tall order.
Give him a lot of credit.
Roslovic, a shot. Score! Fooled Swayman, 5-2. Don't go away yet.
Kind of like the goal he scored in Winnipeg. Loaded up too much. It's almost like he just kind of flexes the stick and gets it en route. Not looking. It's already on its way. And
Bustadinov off the draw. Again, the Bruins get it out against the McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman loaded up line and almost get a great chance. Minton gives it up and Pastrnak slams the door. Beating Ingram for the second time tonight. He's got a 3-point evening, and Boston sends many fans to the exits by making it 6-2.
Pastrnak talking with Minton on the bench, and You know, Husnudinov and these guys are excited to be playing with number 88. And similar to Edmonton, when McDavid has different...
The final 10 seconds of 2025 come off. Bruins hope they're a playoff team in 2026. Oilers still with cup aspirations after losses in the last two finals. But tonight... And the Bruins have just made 5 for 5 on the kill tonight, and now it becomes a really tall order.
Give him a lot of credit.
Roslovic, a shot. Score! Fooled Swayman, 5-2. Don't go away yet.
Kind of like the goal he scored in Winnipeg. Loaded up too much. It's almost like he just kind of flexes the stick and gets it en route. Not looking. It's already on its way, and that's where he catches Swayman. Doesn't ever look at him here. He's looking past, and then he never really looks like he's going to shoot this puck. And it's that mid-height shot. Up over the pad under the blocker. It was over the pad under the glove of Hellebuck in Winnipeg. A little bit of life for Edmonton here.
Up to Bouchard, 45 seconds. Draisaitl to Hyman. McDavid in the middle, cuts to his left, to the net. What a move! Backdoor score! Zach Hyman finishes after brilliant balletic work from Connor McDavid.
Hey, just incredible, and it's the outlet. We talked about this. Get the puck up quick to the fours, let him go to work. The quick edges, the toe drag, stick handle around, another one, McAvoy, and then a backhand pass right onto the tape for Hyman. He's not going to miss this one. For Jeremy Swayman, he has to think that Connor McDavid might go back to the backhand once again. He does go to the backhand, but this time he gives it to Hyman for a tap-in.
On the march.
You'll be hearing that a lot. You'll be hearing that a lot. You'll be hearing that a lot. You'll be hearing that a lot.
Fans were left heartbroken after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's stolen here, and loses scores!
After winning the Western Conference but losing Zach Hyman to injury, the team was unable to take the Florida Panthers down in a Stanley Cup rematch. But that didn't dampen the spirit of our city. Edmonton ended the season thankful to the team.
To see the number of people that were down here for every game, we home and away, it's inspiring to see that many people coming out.
2025 marked the second year in a row that Edmonton Oilers fans were left heartbroken after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's stolen here, and loses scores!
After winning the Western Conference but losing Zach Hyman to injury, the team was unable to take the Florida. 2025 marked the second year in a row that Edmonton Oilers fans were left heartbroken after the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's stolen here, and loses scores!
After winning the Western Conference but losing Zach Hyman to injury, the team was unable to take the Florida Panthers down in a Stanley Cup rematch. But that didn't dampen the spirit of our city. Edmonton ended the season thankful to the team.
To see the number of people that were down here for every game, we home and away, it's inspiring to see that many people coming out.
Forget those daily conflicts for a while. We're all pulling for the team. We're all pulling in the same direction.
Many say the mood the playoffs made shouldn't be discounted just because of how it ended or the consequences of a lost mayoral bet.
I would have to unfortunately wear Panthers jersey once again.
You at the very least just get to take the old one out of storage?
Oh, well, we put the old one into the museum yesterday, right?
So there'll be two there.
Yeah.
Looking back, while the Oilers didn't make it all the way, people we spoke to say the playoffs have brought people together.
Like coming down here has just been like being like you're part of a family. Like these guys behind me, everyone, like you high five everyone, just jumping when we score. It's just amazing every time you come down here.
Leaving Edmontonians a little closer than they were before.
Perhaps no one got closer to the Edmonton Oilers than Paul Swanson and Chase Woodski. The local pair work for the NHL, capturing the team each game.
It's a fast-paced gig. Blink and you might miss it.
There are some times where I just miss the entire thing because, you know, they're too fast or they're too quick or Leon's passed the puck somewhere that I wasn't even expecting at all.
Swanson has captured some of the team's big milestones, like this shot, which was used as the graphic for McDavid's 1,000th point. He's caught candid moments like when Brett Kulak blew a kiss to his daughter, or this shot of Draisaitl during warm-ups that went viral.
That's been used by the NHL, by the Oilers, by Warrior Hockey.
Woodski says he surprises himself sometimes with what he captures from sitting up in the crowd.
I have the video of Draisaitl and Connor Bedard. As soon as I got it, I was like, this might be the greatest shot I've ever taken.
The two say they're lucky their office is the arena.
I'm grateful every day I get to do it. And
not only do I get to be part of all of these really cool experiences, but the fundamental thing is that it's so much fun.
Teaming up to score the perfect shot.
Fans came out of the woodwork to show their support for the team in a number of different ways. CTV News at 5 anchor Matt Woodman talked to one who turned tunes into tributes.
I kind of like to say that this is like my Oiler christening.
Adam Zuniga is a passionate, lifelong Oilers fan.
Drop me in the oil drop. From then on, it was history.
So when his favorite team found themselves down 2-0 against the LA Kings, he knew he had to act.
Everyone was kind of down in the dumps, thinking that it's over. This song's to let you know it's going to be okay. And I dropped the Hey Nuge because I'm like, it's going to be okay. I just felt confident. I knew this wasn't over. Hey Nuge, don't be afraid. You were made to be an Oiler.
OilCountry was loving it.
This is our year to win Lord Stanley.
So his hockey hits started piling up.
Ain't nobody sluts like Leon. Boosh, 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 boosh. I push my from the blue. Sometimes they just hit me in the shower, be singing a song, and I'm like, that could work with somebody's name here.
Once he has an idea, he uses his mantle as a tripod, finds the original tune online, and gets ready to rock.
When I'm watching Connor, I go out of my head. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I don't sing. I hope everyone knows I don't sing. I don't think I'm a singer at all. The voice, no way. See you later. But moves, I could do. I could fight for myself on the dance floor. Set behind it, baby.
Booga booga, booga booga. Hey, excellent, booga booga.
Bill Lane from Barhead began channeling bad luck on Oilers' opponents last year in the playoffs. Other fans seem to appreciate his efforts.
Shot. Winding up.
Late in the second, the whole crowd got in on the cursing, taunting LA's goalie Darcy Kemper. Bill added his own brand of voodoo on the Vezina candidate to help the Oilers extend the lead.
I'm just a crazy fan, and I love the Oilers.
You might need an emotional support playoff chicken.
When Ashley Sinclair first started making these emotional support chickens, donning the blue and orange, she had no idea what kind of need there was amongst Oilers fans.
They're just there to give you something to hold on to while you're trying to make it through overtime without having a heart attack. And I tend to toss mine back and forth a lot, or just a little extra emotional support for what's been just a crazy roller coaster for fans.
Edmonton Senator Christopher Wells recently gifted her handmade chickens to a well-known Oilers fan, Prime Minister Mark Carney.
We had lots of fun with the chickens. I think you can see one photograph where he's throwing one up in the air, testing it out. Super impressed. He promised to take good care of the chickens.